no longer working properly in any of like the cable. Oh, there we go. Say something, guys.
Hello.
Ah.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
Habda,
It
habda,
works.
habda, habda.
Everything's good. All right.
Hacker, are you okay with your face being general chat? Real quick, I have a meme.
Huh?
I have a
Put
meme.
it,
Are you okay with your face in general?
put it
Oh
in
yeah,
the
that's fine.
memes chat. It's MILF Marauders Hideout. Sorry, that's my one buddy. That's my one buddy who literally just that's his Discord name.
Understandable, haven't I say?
So
This
There
is
you go.
pretty terrific.
Yes.
Accurate?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's play D&D,
Alright.
guys.
Let's do this.
So
I'm
I started
so
blasting.
sorry. All right.
That's a meme from my first campaign with Freya.
Yes. Now, everybody, let's go to the D&D chat since it's all the way down there and it's actually meant for that. Nobody else can hop in.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I just moved it over here. It's fine.
Ah!
If anybody is willing to throw on some wonderful little towns music, go ahead. But otherwise, we're gonna go over a quick recap of what happened last session.
Simon, wait, I have a pun. Simon's the music man.
You think you're funny? I'm working on it.
Alrighty. So, what happened last session was a lovely thing. You guys ended up having to kind of drink your sorrows a little way as Tor was brought out of castle, or not out of the castle, out of the manor, out of the Southgate Manor. There, Lord Buttercrim,
Green.
yeah, right. He talked to you guys, said that he was going to get Tor back to wherever he was from, so that his family or tribe or whatever it was can have him and do a proper burial ceremony. And then y'all went to the Gilded Nook, where you guys decided that you were gonna drink, say your final goodbyes to Tor as he just was sort of plopped on the table, because it's not like there's really a good spot to just put a dead body. And some of you stayed up all night, others of you just drank until you fell asleep at the table. But no matter what, you guys ended up doing your best and trying your best. After Tor was picked up and taken away and you guys said goodbye, you guys made your adventures towards the next little town where you guys have been set up to go on a nice little quest. On your way there, you guys ran into what seemed to be a large floating one-eyed head with eye stalks, and well, there you guys, a couple of you guys almost died. Got a little bit too close for comfort.
Fucking omen dice.
Where then you guys got to interact with your first ever set of omen dice. And so, after a disintegration ray went off and damn near killed Alistor,
I was fine.
you met a new
I love the
possible member.
cockiness.
You guys met a new
Hey, I would have
possible
lived with
member
1 HP.
with 1 HP. You guys met a new possible friend by the name of
Asu.
Asatori.
Yeah. His name is Asu but he said that y'all call him Asu, since y'all's mouths have trouble with our names for some reason.
And as you guys meet him, you know, he came in and helped beat the ever-loving shit out of that undead giant eye face, multi-eye stalk thing. And he told you that he's just has a sense of something unnatural, something that isn't meant to be coming from up ahead. And up ahead is a town. You guys made your way into the town, and that's where we left off. And that's where we
I
begin.
sense the division in nature.
And then he gave Alistor a funky look.
Yep.
Moonrun's jealous of the hammer.
I'm not jealous. I'm just glad I found her brother in arms.
Hammer bros unite.
Exactly. Some people send them to horny jail. We send them to what? Horny heaven. No, that doesn't sound right. I
Horny
take that one
heaven.
back. Oh shit! Ow. Okay.
Time for you to go to
Stop
horny
dropping your
heaven.
guns. You're gonna get yourself killed. Sheesh, no desk
It was
pops,
just a phone
please.
case. Release. Release. Relax. Release. Good.
Release.
God, I sound like I'm
Release.
training a dog. I hate life.
Oh, Freya.
Oh no.
I just realized lots of typos in the hammer.
Yeah, I'm severely dyslexic.
Fair enough. I got you.
If you need me to proofread, I'll help.
No. It's just every X and T was backwards.
It was?
Yeah, everything that said extra fire damage, it was EXRTA.
Ah, yes, I love being...
And it wasn't it wasn't just one of them. It was all three of them.
Hey, at least I'm consistent. That's
If
what
you or
matters.
someone you know is suffering from chronic bowel syndrome, Exeter might be
What?
used for you.
Extra. Anyway.
Chronic balls syndrome. Is that what you just said?
Bowel.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to call it chronic bowel syndrome, then fine, fuck it, why not? But
I thought you said chronic
No,
balls
bowel.
syndrome.
no. It's bowel.
Alright. I'm sorry, guys. I actually miscalculated. I need to get a drink real fucking quick because my mouth is already dry.
You're good, buddy.
Do it. Go get that drink.
Oh god.
Get that drink and give it a slurp.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me.
God.
Okay, who getting a Minotaur coffee?
I'll just say.
Oh, I need to turn.
Owner may or may not have undiagnosed ADHD. Leave him alone.
Undiagnosed ADHD. All right.
Exeter maybe good for you if you have undiagnosed ADHD. It's a multi-use medication.
Fucking Exeter.
Oh god.
Let me come back to this on Chrome.
Frey come back in, Moonarena just off the map. He's hiding somewhere.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yep. We just see him just go zoom down.
The right password? That is the right password. I don't want to change my password.
Yes, you do.
No, I know.
I was gonna ask you, Jimmy, if you started packing for this upcoming Wednesday, and then I realized you fucking live here.
I was like, yeah, it kind of defeat the purpose here because
Yeah,
I fucking live here.
must be nice.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Exeter.
I'll be packing more in June or whenever I go to Dallas.
Yeah.
The gaming convention. But yeah, it's like I said, I know I'm going to pick you and Nikki up, so we'll be able to get you guys going. The thing is, like, I think the plan is like we'll hang out with Matt for a little bit, and then at like 1:30 or 2, I'll head out to the airport. So
We land at 2:00 your time. Hold on.
2:00 my time, yeah. No, you guys leave. You guys will be leaving at 2:23 Chicago time, which is like 3:23 my time.
Yeah, it's like not even an hour and change.
It's literally just like a hop, skip, and a jump across from Lake Michigan.
Yeah, 220 to 430. So yeah,
Yeah.
like an hour 15. Literally, we have reached cruising altitude. We are now landing.
Basically, it's like, and if you look out the window here, you can see Chicago, Lake Michigan, and the Michigan coastline.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, like if you guys if we ever go to Chicago one time, we go to the top of the Sears Tower, we can see like faintly in the distance, we can see the coastline from Michigan.
Ooh.
It's really fucking weird and it's really fucking cool. But
One of
yeah,
these days we'll actually hit the UP. Kind of want to see the outdoorsy shit one of these days. Not this time around. We just don't have to.
Right. Right. Well, I know Nick originally wanted to go to Traverse City and like the up north and all that stuff. It's just like we had to start preparing that shit in like January.
Way in advance, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's such a pain in the ass for me to fly out east into the States.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of don't want to be here right now, anyways.
No, you don't.
Well, I'm going anyways. So.
Yeah.
I have
Right.
my own trip that you guys managed to book at the exact same time as my trip.
That's it.
So,
Gonna go see the
I'm
boo
not
thing,
gonna-
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, good for you, bro. Good for you.
Yeah. But to fly out east, I have to fly from where I live to Vancouver to Ontario and then into the States.
Out
Bruh.
east to Vancouver. Wait, I thought you
No.
lived like upper like on the upper side of the BC.
You live in Alberta, don't you?
I live on lower side of BC.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So I fly from where I am to Vancouver,
Okay.
and then from Vancouver to Ontario, and then Ontario to wherever in the east in the States.
Mm.
Where's
Which I'm flying into New York, so.
I was like, where specifically in Ontario? Like Toronto or Montreal? Oh no, that's not Montreal.
Toronto.
Quebec. Toronto. Okay. Gotcha.
Montreal, or how would they freaking pronounce it?
Fucking French. That's all that matters.
I
Yeah,
just
and then I'm
work
flying
here.
into New York and then taking a train from there to her town because it was like 1.2 grand to fly directly into her town, or it was like $600 plus a $75 train to fly into New York, and then train there.
You know, I've been wanting to do like a train trip.
Me too.
Trains are fun.
Yeah.
I took a train from Vancouver to Seattle once,
Mm.
and that was fun.
Okay, anytime I go to Chicago, I take the train. Like I go from Troy to Chicago. It's like $100 there and back.
Yeah, like and it's not that expensive too.
It's-
like
Sorry
it's
about
not,
that, guys.
and-
Some other
You're
stuff
fine. And I
popped
feel like
up,
the
but I
best part about it, like
completely
you
forgot
bring
to
your
get
own
water.
food and drinks and shit. But they
you
also
bring
have like
food
food
and drinks. Yeah, you get
like-
cell reception most of the way. Like,
All
I
right.
mean,
no.
depends on how yeehaw you are, but like for me, like if I'm traveling up and down the
There
coast,
is
I'm
look like
good.
this. Like when I went to Chicago last, like it was after Detroit, farmland, cows. Hey, we're in Ann Arbor, farmland, cows. Hello, Kalamazoo, farmland, cows. Hey, Chicago.
Hey, Chicago.
You
All
guys
right.
have
Anyways.
cornfields.
We all
Let's go.
ready?
Yep.
Just about.
All
Also,
right.
I don't have an AC of 11 anymore.
No, you don't. Fix it.
16. Is chainmail flat 16?
No.
No, I think it's 14 plus X, maximum of 2.
I'm wearing. I think I'm wearing.
Chainmail?
No, it's a flat 16.
Yeah, it's a flat 16.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
thinking of
chainmail
Pathfinder.
is, yeah, chainmail's heavier.
All right. Alrighty. Sorry, I was stressful.
You good?
Yeah, Sabrina was just not listening to Lexi, almost fucking broke skin on a bite, and then was running full board, slipped, and almost gutted herself on this old ass fucking camper that should have been scrapped 4 fucking years ago.
Damn.
And that's more what my significant other was freaking out about. And
Understandable. I'd freak
Yeah.
out too.
yeah,
Yeah,
it also
yeah.
doesn't help that we also we got the kitten a while ago, and then it ended up catching a fucking a version of like cat COVID thing that mutated, and then it just started causing aneurysms
Oh no.
and
Oh.
seizures, and unfortunately the kitten had to get put down. Wasn't
Mm.
even a year
That's
old.
what happened to the kitten.
Bruh.
Yeah. Warning, graphic. Bit late now. Anyway,
Warning.
a train wreck already happened in. Anyway, so yes, you guys
And we
are
haven't walked in.
right, and you guys have made your way into the town, and you are here. What would you guys like to do? As you walk in, you hear sort of hustle and bustle. Seems to be a relatively lively town.
Can I like overhear like what some people are saying?
Unlively?
No, pretty lively. Not
Kinda
unlively.
Is the street bustling or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
just-
you see people on it. You know, you see a small bridge all the way over here, and or like farther down.
Can I like overhear like what people are saying?
Give me a perception check if you would.
Sure. Come on, give me something. Hey,
wow.
there we go.
That's something.
Well, these two people were just like, "Oh, did you hear? Did you hear? The bakery's gonna be trying something new. There's the plums were very, very ripe, and I think they're gonna be trying to do a nice plum tart soon." And the other person is just like, "Oh, really? That sounds delicious. We're gonna have to go there and try to get some soon.
Not the plumbussy.
I'm going to stab you with a spork." That's all you really kind of hear. Yeah, everything
That's
seems to be
fine.
relatively all right.
Asu just kind of grunts and says, "Whatever business we have in the city, let's make it quick. These cities stink."
This place stinks in a different way than how it normally would. It's not like a straight city. This is more like a more upcoming town.
So
High
you got all like the
aspirations.
yeehaw smells too.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
I don't know how y'all can't
Sweet.
taste the perversion in the air.
You mean the cow shit? I
I'll
don't
walk
know.
over
Al-
to these two.
Yeah.
Walk over to those two. That was
Yeah.
who Jimmy was listening into.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I need to stretch.
Hello. Is there something we can do
Hi.
for you?
Yeah, we're new in town, and we heard of some people's letters getting lost on the way out. Because a couple people haven't heard from their family members in a while.
That's strange. I mean, we haven't seen the letter courier in a while. Don't really know much besides that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
That's all.
I overheard him talking about a bakery trying something new. Something with plums and shit. So might be
Might
might
be
be
a
something
lead.
to take a look.
Might be.
Never know.
They became one. Alright, what is Asu doing up there?
Asu is struggling to. Oh, well, he was supposed to follow them. I didn't realize he had moved. I was looking at other shit.
No worries.
Asu's just looks very uncomfortable. Does not like being in the city.
Are there any like signs on the buildings?
So you would see that over here, back here, there was a sign for the bakery. As you guys are kind of walking through, you would smell the different smells, like sweet apple pies, possibly cookies, something. Some nice, good, fresh bread smells.
Is that coming from this building?
Yep, it's coming from this building.
Is there a window near where I am?
Can you
No.
see in there? Then no.
No.
Thanks.
You just hear me start going.
Uh-oh.
Looking in the window. It smells good in there, though. What is this place?
That would be what we call a bakery.
We can go inside.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, it smells so good in here.
Yep. Get it. Hello. What can we do for
What
you?
is that delicious honey smell I smell?
Probably be our honey tarts.
How many of those do you have?
About 2 dozen.
How much for all of them?
Huh?
I'd be about 1 gold, sir.
Huh?
I give him a
What?
gold.
All right, let me pack them up for you. Walks over here and starts packing them up.
Kind of lean back to my original group. I don't know if he's gonna share those guys.
There you go.
Well, he's already eaten 3 of them.
No.
They're
Ah.
tiny tarts. I'm huge.
He's not eating them. He's not sharing them. Absolutely not.
As I'm like stuffing my face, holding the bag, I turn around to you guys who are just looking at me. I'm like, look up and down at my bag of. All right, everybody.
No.
You're good.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You deserve a treat after you saved our hides. Yeah.
Yeah. You enjoy.
I've
Yeah.
never tasted something so sweet and tasty before.
Yeah. When do we get back to?
That's part of the charm of our
Yeah.
nasty cities.
Anything else for y'all? Or are you just gonna, exist?
I growl as I walk out the door.
So,
That's
uh,
all right. He's gonna need some manners. All right.
yeah. We're sorry. He's new to the group and everything. What else do you guys have?
Apple pie or basic breads. I got a pretzel. New. Just like my 4th one.
Right here.
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'll take that pretzel off your hand.
All right. No promises is any good. He wraps it up. All right. That's gonna be a silver.
I hand him a silver.
Thank you. Here you go.
I'll say I go ahead and take a bite of it because it's like I have not had a good pretzel in a good long while.
Yeah, it's still not a good pretzel, and it hasn't been. It's still not a good long while.
Thanks, anyways. Appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful day.
We'll be around.
As Nico approaches, I'm leaning against the corner, and you see me like dump out
I'm
the
in the
bag,
wall.
and you just see a couple crumbs come out and licking my
Bruh,
fingers.
you
I'm actually impressed.
shit, you've ate more than wow, fuck, God.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
I'm not even mad. I'm just.
No, that's
Wow.
God, that's impressive.
I want more.
Let's tell you what. Let's find where we gotta go.
I understand the fact that they don't have any more, as I just bought them all.
We'll get you some other stuff later on. Okay.
We'll come back another day.
Big guy. Yeah, we'll come back
Yeah, I'm
another
sure
day.
they'll have more.
Oh
tomorrow
yeah.
Or the next day.
Jesus.
And as we're walking, you just hear slight sniffing noises coming from behind the plague mask.
Change.
Yeah, he looks familiar.
Yeah, just
But he hasn't
Not every old man
changed.
is the same old man.
If you want change, you should get off the street.
No, I mean coins. Coins. Anybody? Anyone?
As I'm
Food,
chuckling,
water.
I toss the poor old man a silver.
Thank you. Thank you
I'll-
very much.
I'll toss some of the silver also.
Thank
I
you.
don't like the-
Yeah.
God.
Just my goodness.
Well, you.
Who?
Ooh.
Me.
No, the 2 that gave me silver. Come here.
Uh oh.
What?
What do we do?
Might I just say good luck? As he kind of smiles and his eyes glow slightly. You're gonna need it.
What?
And you kind of just see him wave his hand, and as he waves his hand, he waves it in front of his face, and then slowly disappears. You guys
This
both
guy.
now have an extra d6 that you're able to add to any rolls.
Oh, inspiration.
Kind of inspiration, but it's just extra. It's just an extra d6.
It's
Okay.
the
Is it-
fortune,
is-
it's the
is it
fortune
just for-
favor that we got earlier.
A
in the
blessing.
app.
Is it just one roll or
It's
as
just
many
one
rolls
roll.
for this session? Okay. We can add it at any time we call for it.
Yes,
Okay. Gotcha.
and it can be done after you make the roll, so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
As he disappears, I just kind of look at Nico and I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Old man.
Yeah. Same old man.
Yeah,
I smell alcohol.
Can't complain. I feel good every time I see him. So.
Oh
Kick
yeah,
store.
don't get me wrong, so do I, but it's like he's
Monkey,
Kick store
come on,
open.
Cappy.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. And you see what seems to be 3 children, just like, oh, hi.
Oh yeah, all they see is like my chest above the fucking
Oh.
doorway.
God, we're gonna get kicked out, aren't we?
I kind of reach up and put my hand on his head and just lower his head to the door.
You gotta lean down to go through, buddy.
As I
Is-
cram through the doorway.
Okay.
Kids, I'd move out of the way.
Yeah, please.
It's okay. It's okay. He's got a mask on. He doesn't bite.
He's muzzled.
Look
He won't
at the
hurt you.
tiny humans.
He's
Asu,
no.
Asu, Asu,
I kind of.
What?
I kinda
What?
reach
I
in front
like
of-
kids.
You need to leave.
You see
Yeah,
you see the
kids
redhead.
out,
You see
kids
the
out, kids
the
out.
redhead kid be like,
I'm not trying to be scary.
stop it.
Nico, I don't think he
Mm.
means he likes kids in that way. I
Yeah.
think he just
They're adorable.
see
Asu.
You just got to be a little more.
he's not gonna
Nice.
hurt them.
They don't know that, and I kind of like
Is
just
my coffin
gesture.
broken? What's going on?
I gesture at the behemoth of a bugbear in front of me.
He's fuzzy.
You guys see the blonde kid kind of like put his hand on the backs of the other 2 and like bring them into a little huddle, and they're you hear that one kind of whispering. I'm not sure if anyone wants to listen in, but
I
I
do.
do.
If it's
Well-
the mask that scares you.
Well, we'll give a spin on perception. Is it
let's
perception?
get some
wanna listen in.
perception.
I'll roll.
I mean,
Couple people can roll. It's fine.
I fuck up.
Son of a god. Okay, sorry. Continue.
All right, hold on. We got.
Well,
All right. Asu. Honestly, this kid looks like to be the younger out of the 3, and he's just like, yes. You'd probably get him to be the bad guy in our game. He's so big, it'd be so much fun. We can play adventurer. And the other 2 are just like, but he's so big and scary. And the redhead's just like, he's not so scary, but I could take him.
I think this kid's scared.
But yeah. So the people with 14s, that's what you hear. And same with Asu, Alistar, you do not hear him.
I'm just
very
looking at
well.
Mooner and like, he's fuzzy, he's friendly, it's fine.
Yeah, we're just desperately trying to like downplay like the sheer intimidation of this lad from just existing.
Is it my size that's the issue?
I mean, relatively speaking, like
Yes and no. It's
You're
I'm
like,
like-
a good foot taller than me. It's pretty
I'm-
intimidating.
I'm like,
You're
look at
larger
me.
dudes.
I am considered. Are you gonna enlarge again? Oh.
Shrinks to 5 foot.
Oh,
Oh,
well, you could have done that earlier.
What? It only lasts for like fucking a minute.
You see, as the kids kind of just like break up, the blonde boy kind of walks up and he's just like, Uh, Mr. Now shorter guy,
You can call me Asu. If this
Asu.
form is easier to talk to, it lasts for about another 45 seconds.
Oh, well, I wanted to know if you were willing to play with us. We need a bad guy for our game.
I look to the group. Are we hanging out here for a minute? This looks like an establishment to which one we could drink
I mean,
at.
we'll be here. We'll be here. So if you want to go off, do your own thing. Do your own thing.
Yes,
I
I
don't
would
think
love
we
to be
should
the
split
bad
up,
guy in your
but-
game, but I need a drink first.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Let me ask, Auntie Sarah.
Nico, we're in a new place. I don't think we should split up.
As I get about here, back to full size.
You see,
It
True,
comes
but at the
in,
same
that
time,
smells great.
Asu breathes fire, so
Keep
Yeah,
a
but
bucket
he's
of
still
water
just
handy.
another dude.
I'm sure you can be.
Well, I'll go with him and just sit her.
keep an eye on him.
Just to make sure nothing goes bad.
Probably a good idea.
so the little blonde boy and his friends, you see them kind of walk on over to what seems to be the black-haired lady behind the counter, and he tugs on the black-haired lady's outfit.
Am I
And-
hitting the ceiling? I didn't even think about this.
You are kind of just bending down a little bit, just a little bit. But
Like if it's 9-foot ceilings, I'm good. If it's
It's
7-foot
so-
ceilings, I'm not.
this is not a multi-leveled building. So the roof is kind of like, you can see the rafters. It's kind of like a Skyrim bar, or like a Skyrim
Okay.
tavern. So
I'm
you know-
like eye level with the rafters.
yeah, you're slightly bending down right now because there's a rafter. Right above you. But yeah, and then you see the little kid look up at his Auntie Sarah, and it's just like, he wants a drink, and also I wanted to know if we could play, because he looks like he'd be a great bad guy for us to fight. And then, Auntie Sarah.
I assume they look at me.
Yeah, Auntie Sarah and
I have my mask off now, so they just see
Oh no.
my tusks and my very bushy brow, but a noble face, high cheekbones. And I just try to grin or just smile, just
the redhead looks over at Sarah, looks over at you, well, looks up at you, and then Sarah looks over at you and is just like, "What is the drink I could get you, sir?"
They call me
Whatever.
Asu.
Asu? What's the drink that you'd like?
I'm just like
We've got
looking to see.
we've got
what-
mead,
what-
we've got ale, we've got wine, we've got
Wine is that thing y'all make with the fruits, right?
I mean, yes, most of the time.
Right. Wine would be good, and
Grape juice.
a large container of water.
Right? Sure, give me a moment.
Emphasis on the large.
You see as she like reaches down underneath the bar, pulls out a bottle, pours it into a nice mug, because this place ain't fancy. And then kind of
More of a
puts
dive
that
bar.
there, and
Dive bar.
it's honestly, it's got a bar, but it kind of looks more like a family restaurant.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not fancy, and it's not a dive bar.
Okay.
And Auntie Sarah puts that there, and then reaches underneath to grab a much bigger sort of pint glass.
A flagon.
A flagon, and then you see her kind of put it underneath a little spout thing attached to a large barrel, and there it's just straight water. And then she puts that down and says, welcome to the fishtail.
It's
Is
unlike any fish I've ever seen.
yeah, it's but it is kind of a building, not an actual fish. It's just a nice name.
Sorry, I was attempting what your people call a joke.
Oh, sorry, you're just a bit intimidating.
Yeah, I'm rocking that 8 in charisma.
And then you
I
see
look
her
at
turn around to the little boy, and he says, "Happy, get your sister to go with you, at least. If you're going to go out, I don't like it when you go and just disappear. And if you want to be able to play with this gentleman, if that's all right with you, Sir Asu."
I do love the younglings. They are adorable, and they are the future of our people.
All right. Just, if it's all right with you, I think you're a little intimidating, but I think you mean well.
I promise no harm to your children in the time that I spend with them.
All right. Well, if something does happen, I will be the end of you. All right? Is that understood?
Nods
Alright.
vigorously.
Happy, go get your sister, and then yes, you can go play with the large gentleman.
we're all hearing this conversation going on, right?
I mean, yeah, you're a little bit far away, so you guys definitely would have had the ability to move during this moment in time.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just kind of.
I look at. I say I yeah, we're all moving, I guess.
Yeah, we're just kind of like.
I would have been coming over since I told Nico that.
Yeah, it's I look at him. I look at Alistair. I'm just like, I mean, if you got him, if you need help, if shit gets hairy, scream, we'll come running.
Who were you talking to?
I'm talking to Alistair.
Okay.
And Sarah looks over and sees all of you, and it's like, oh, welcome. Welcome to the
I'm,
fishtail.
Thank you.
I'm one of Asu's buddies. I'll be there too to make sure nothing goes wrong. All right.
All right.
As will we.
My name's Alistair.
Alistair. Good to meet you.
Mhm.
Right. You know what? Cappy, get the other girls to come along as well. Just move as a group. Be careful. I'll get somebody to fetch you all. Make sure you don't go outside of the town. All right, Cappy. And Beth, please. Anything goes wrong, use the sending stone to talk to us, please. Beth is just like, all right, okay, whatever, fine. And
I look down at the children and say, "Have any of y'all ever played Catch the Hare?"
no, what's that?
Uh-oh.
I transform into a bun, and I proceed to run.
Ah, let's get him. And then you see the three younger
Y'all
ones.
just saw an 8.5 foot tall fucking bugbear turn into a rabbit.
All right, I guess.
I get freaking whiplash from looking at him up here going down here.
Come on, get over here. No,
Goes under the table.
Evie, get on that side. No, shit, come on, go over there. All right.
Use corner tactics. I'm like instructing them on survival instincts.
Can you speak?
No, you can't speak when.
Oh,
you're
I can't
wild
speak
shape.
in wild shape. Damn.
All right, come on. You see Cappy look back at Alistair, and it's just like, could you help us, please?
You got it. You're doing great.
Oh, come on. All right, he's gonna make a grapple.
I think Moonrun and Nico are just like you see Nico like put his arm over like on
Yeah.
Moonrun's shoulder, just like we're just watching this shit, right? We're not doing anything.
You see
about
Cappy try to catch and like slips.
On top of the barrel.
And you see Amaya trying to like reach up on top of the barrel, but she can't. She just isn't too tall enough to be able to do it.
It's like,
That's
you can
not
do it.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Yep.
Come on, it's not fair. You're too high.
Jumps down and hits hard and rolls a little bit.
And Kiwi's gonna try to do a grapple on
Give him
you.
advantage.
Give him advantage.
Give him advantage. Concussion, man.
Make
You
a.
you caught me.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, I got him. I did it. It's me. Ah, see?
just
I
kinda
nuzzle
clap.
his
Good job.
chin and then hop out of his arms and resume my full form. Good
Ah.
job, little ones.
I'm glad you waited until you hopped out of his arms.
Yeah,
otherwise
otherwise
we
that
would've
was
had a-
that would have been bad.
Cappy's just like, oh, we're so close.
No, y'all worked as a team. You did good. The individual victory matters not in the long run.
He is right. The way you work as a group is much more important than the way you work alone.
True.
Hey, you guys want to play Adventurers? There's a big scary monster, and that's gonna be. And you see, Cappy point over at Asu, and then Kiwi's like, looks over at Alistair and it's just like, do you want to be a henchman to the big scary monster?
A henchman to the big scary monster.
Yeah.
Eh, sure.
You hear Nico just like chuckle in the background, just hearing this. Yeah,
I-
go on, henchman, have fun.
I slap
Don't
Alistair
be
on the back
stupid.
fairly roughly. It's like, yes, henchman, let's play.
I just kind of instinctively hold my arm out. No, don't do that. No weapons.
I'm just gonna post up at this table and just watch.
Yep, same here.
Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go to the graveyard.
Ha!
What?
So he says graveyard, and I look at Nico and Moonara, and I just kind of
Should
like-
we? Wait.
I just
Kids, hey, where's the graveyard at?
It's over the bridge.
All right.
outside of the village.
No,
Outside the
no.
village?
It's on the other side of the village.
Also
Oh.
stomps over to the auntie.
Oh, there
is
is.
there-
Okay.
Do you allow your children to play in graveyards?
I mean, place is very well kept. Not only that, but the priestess is very okay with it. She's my sister.
Well, then I have
so it's
no other complaints then, I guess. That just seemed very odd.
I say Nico looks at Alistor and Moonrun.
Alistair just nods.
Question: is there like a church or a chapel next to this graveyard?
Yeah. It's all good. She's my sister's a
Okay.
priest.
I think we're gonna
Hallowed
go
ground.
with them. We're just
We're
gonna
gonna go,
with them.
yeah.
Yeah, just to make sure that nobody gets hurt. You know, we'll just be on the side, make sure everyone's having fun. not
Responsible
being
adults.
reckless. Exactly.
You know. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
just when you get there, just let my sister know that they're playing back there. Sometimes the kids forget.
We'll do.
Her name is. Sorry, 1 second. Mara.
Mara, and yours? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch
Oh.
your name.
The black-haired woman says, "My name's Sarah, and my lovely partner here is by the name of Jerry."
Sarah and Jerry. All right, awesome.
Sarah and Jerry.
Sarah and Jerry. Awesome. Yes, well, like I said, we'll keep an eye on them, make sure nobody is going too rough on poor Asu and the henchman here. So
All right.
So,
Alistair just puts a finger up.
hey, I don't.
You're lucky, Nico.
Let's. Yeah, I know. Let's go.
Question for Freya.
What's up?
For
God, they move as
time's sake,
humans.
are you
God
wanting to
damn.
play out this entire scenario?
Yes.
Cool.
There is.
Freya was hoping this would happen.
I was hoping
I'm
for
about to say-
something.
I look at Alistair just like, where.
I burst the door and go, adventure!
Ah, shit. I look at Alistair
Please
just like,
do it.
do you want Moonra and I to take a look at the chapel while you guys?
Yeah. I
Okay.
want you guys
Let's
to
go,
buy it, at least.
Kine.
I'm very, very concerned.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, door. There we go.
So
Does this side look like?
As we're
Are
like
there-
approaching the graveyard.
As I'm
go ahead.
walking through, are there people like in the buildings?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you,
I definitely saw dead
Look-
symbols on them.
that's only because I didn't change them. From what? So they're the same tokens. They're the noble people tokens.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I forgot to change them.
I was like, did I
Gotcha.
just see dead people through that window?
I'm gonna look down this well real quick.
You look down the well. It's very dark down the well. It's a pretty deep well. It's a
I
dark,
can
deep, damp well.
see- I can see 120 feet.
All right. Well, it goes down about 60.
It's water.
There's water down there, but also looks like there's some offshoots. Possibly, who knows? Could also just be like rocks dug out of the side of the wall, with stuff falling farther in with water erosion and whatnot. It seems to be running water, like it's more of an aquifer. Anyway,
All right. You two got the kids.
As we're approaching the graveyard, Moonra
Aye.
kind of develops like the cupcake dog PTSD face a little bit.
Graveyard, more like graveyard.
and then
Wait, we
these-
should probably let
Yeah, I'll go let her know.
here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
come on, Asu, come on, let's play. Come on.
Alright. Lead the way, small ones.
And they go into the graveyard area. You see them slowly push open the gate because it's a very heavy gate. And where's the over here? Go. Before we get to playtime, we're gonna go over to Mara, and you see this very lovely young woman, black hair, very soft face, tending to a book on the table. That would be there if I remembered to place it, but forgot to. Like, oh, hello there. Welcome to the church.
Your sister Sarah's kids are gonna be playing in the graveyard.
Gotcha. Thank you for letting me know. Anything else?
Nope.
He's gonna be making sure the kids don't get into any trouble and everything.
All right. So, Munarun, Nico, you guys have 2 questions to ask, and then we'll do a couple things over here, and then we'll
Okay.
do 2 questions more and a couple things over here up until you guys are done
Okay.
with questions.
Has there been anything like weird happening in the town lately?
Anything weird?
Like unusual?
I mean, the courier hasn't been around for a while, about a week, I think.
Who?
The courier, the person that
Oh,
takes letters.
When was the last time they were seen?
Wait. Maybe. I honestly couldn't tell you. I haven't had to mail anything in a long time.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
I mean, we got a few more questions, but I believe that was 2 questions. So
I mean, do you know when the courier was where the courier
Yeah.
was last headed, or?
You headed to Patton.
Patton.
No, those darkened woods, they've been unusually quiet recently. But I mean, other than that, I think everything's relatively okay. And then we'll go over to the kids and Asu and Alistor. So you see the kids as they walk over to the wall, and there's like these little, like there's a little wooden sword and shield. Another one's got like a little slingshot and like berries in a pouch, and then Amaya's got like a small little. You see her like take off this little necklace, and it's like a small little holy symbol, or trying to look like a holy symbol. It is very much. It's like she tried like carving into a piece of wood with a fork or something. But it's like a really shittily like small little sun and like smiley faces and birds, or what looks like possibly birds on this tiny little wooden medallion. And they're like, all right. Or Cappy's like, all right. So name of the game is you guys are the bad guys, and we gotta take you down. I am the great paladin. I am Cappy the Great. And then you see Evie with their little slingshot, and they're like, I'm the rogue, and I am a crack shot. I'm just Kiwi. Rogues are sneaky and silent. They don't need great names. And then Amaya is like, I am Amaya. I am the healer. I do great things. I make tummies less upset.
Amazing ability.
Thank you. And they're like, alright, and you guys have to, and you see, Cappy run over and grab, their big sister's, hand, and it's like, you guys kidnapped my big sister, Beth, and her friends. Come on. And he kind of drags her over to, her and her friends kind of reluctantly go over here. And then Cappy grabs a hold of Asu's hand. It's like, all right, and we go over here, cause that's your guys' base. Over by the trees. Come on.
I'm going to set my pack down against the wall,
Alrighty.
and Oryx crawls out of it.
Oh, it's a badger.
Yes.
I think
Give me one moment. He will join us.
he's on our team though.
Yep. I just need to talk to him for a second.
Okay.
Oryx, buddy. Did you have a nice nap?
You see Oryx just kind of nod.
We're going to play a game with these children. You have to help them take me down. I'm the big bad evil guy. But we're being gentle, so like no hurting the children. I don't care if you bite me, obviously.
And you see him kind of like nod.
And I'm gonna make you a little more fun for the children. Do you care if I make you a little bigger?
Kind of just like shrugs a bit. Not really. Just, doesn't really care.
Big badger.
I gotta make him slightly bigger.
I'm out of spell slots. Or out of level 2 spell slots.
Alrighty. I made him a little bit bigger. There you go.
Big badger.
Big badger.
So me and my henchmen will start on one side and y'all on the other?
Yes, we have to come to your guys' base. And then,
Where's our
Uh,
base again? Y'all have the tree, right?
yes, where my sister is. She knows where it's at. And her friends.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then we will do the first little thing of this. You see him trying to be sneaky. Let's roll a proper stealth for this boy.
I pretend to be asleep.
Oh my god, you go, little boy. You go, Kiwi. Alright.
God damn.
I'm sitting and leaned against the wall right here.
Gotcha. And then you, Alistor and Asu, you guys would probably see, and them slowly start to get up around. And at this point, you're just like, all right, now we gotta. You see him kind of just like group up and you're just like, all right, Mr. Badger, go over there and fight the henchman. And you see the little badger just kind of walk up and you see Oryx try to swipe at you. Alistor. And then the little boy Cappy and Amaya. Amaya's a bit farther back. Cappy runs up and he's just like, I'm going to defeat you, henchman. Ha! And he takes a small swing at, and he's just like puts his shield up with that and has his little wooden sword and he takes a small swing at you. With a 16.
I thought he was about to crit you.
Actually hit me.
The kid just smacked you with the sword right on the shin. No, I don't know where he hit you.
You see him kind of
Thwack.
go whack, and it lightly hits you on the kneecap a little bit. And he's like, haha, I got you, and smite, and like, bam.
He says smite, and I use thaumaturgy to make a little rumble.
Did I do that? That's so cool. And then a couple seconds later, you see him kind of like pop up on top of the empty casket, and then he pelts you with a little berry, or tries to pelt you with a berry. Asu.
Is he like using a slingshot?
Yep, using a little slingshot.
Can I attempt to like catch it, like eat it?
Yes, you can. Just
What do you want, like a?
honestly, just do a small dex thing, like the dex ability. Oh, you fucking do it, no problem. And he's like,
I wake up and go.
oh, he's awake. We gotta, Amaya, I'm gonna need your help. And you see Amaya run over. And then you guys get to do something real quick.
I stand up and I go, "Ugh," and I just raise my big bugbear arm and just go to. I obviously missed the kid, but I swipe the wall next to him and scrape some dirt off. And
You see him do a quick jump back. Alistair, what you gonna do?
I'm gonna grapple the badger.
Gonna grapple the badger. Grapple the badger.
Grab the badger.
It's definitely gonna be a hit.
as I see how easily you do that, you hear me snarl from the side, "Don't you hurt my badger!"
I'm grappling him.
All right, so that's a dexterity and/or strength save, or thing.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. All right.
So either dex or strength.
Nope. Yeah, you got him.
I thought it was about to be a nat one.
And you just see him go, and now he's just kind of in your arms, and he's just swiping at you lazily. He looks honestly like he's still very tired and wants to nap more.
I'm just kind of holding him out.
He yawns.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go back over to the people inside the church. Any other?
As that ends real quick, I just want to be like, you could have told me you were still tired. Because that speak animal spell is still going.
And he's just like, "Meh." See him yawn again. All right, then we go over to Munor and Nico.
You just see you see Alistar out the window holding a large badger.
Oh yeah, we're just like right here now.
Like you see Nico give like the Kevin Hart look of.
That
Just
badger
like-
weighs. That badger weighs a good 60 pounds now.
And he'll be
Alistar has a 20 in strength.
Remember,
yeah.
I think, we're not letting this one go with as Alistar, are we? With a badger.
Nope.
Nope. That's nope. Just out of curiosity, who's running the town currently?
We're actually we're just like a kind of just a coalition. All the adults get together and we do votes.
Okay.
I think that's the
There's,
way
like,
it's
no-
always been. You see her hand kind of, you see, her hand kind of, her left hand kind of, like, slowly move on the table, and she's just kind of thinking, I can't remember. It's kind of strange, because most of the other towns, they have a mayor of some kind.
You
Oh, well.
said that all the adults get together and vote on things for the town and everything. What's the last thing you guys voted on?
We voted on, well, if we wanted to try to bring more commerce into the town, try to throw a festival, send out words to surrounding towns, in cities, try to get a little bit of tourism. It's always nice. Kind of see her hands, try to like get over towards the book, and she looks down at her hand. And she's like, "Oh, that's weird," and like, pulls her left hand back.
Can we see the book where we're from?
Yeah, the book is open, and it just looks like to be like a book with like kind of like a hymn book almost, but it's kind of like partially empty, as if she's trying to compose her own songs.
Hmm.
And anything else?
I mean, I look at Moonerun. I don't know. We might have some more questions for you later on. Would it be okay if we came back?
Of course. I'm always here unless I'm heading back to the fishtail.
Actually, there is one more question. Is this the only chapel in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Are there any actually my apologies, one last question for you. Are there any this may sound weird. Are there any statues or anything in the town?
Statues?
Yeah. Just a hero, a knight, something along those just a statue of someone that is like important to the town, something like that.
No.
It can just be art. It doesn't have to be important.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anyone important. It could be just art or whatever.
I'm gonna have to say no. There was an idea of making one towards the center of the bridge, but just spent a lot of money on trying to get stone like paths and roads. So we're kind of running a little bit low on funds for stuff like that.
Okay. And you're gonna see Nico. That's like I think we should I think we should check on our friends in the graveyard and everything like that. But if we have any other questions, it's good to know we can
Um,
come in and see you.
It's a cemetery. It's attached to a church.
Yeah.
My apologies. I'm used from where I'm from. I'm used to calling a cemetery a graveyard just out of just pure force of habit, unfortunately.
The
So
the difference is one of them's holy sacred ground. So
and the other isn't.
Yeah.
Right. So you're gonna see Nico like flip her a gold coin as he walks out.
thank you. I'll put it towards the festival.
Of course, yes, thank you.
Mhm.
And then we'll
we
go
walk out.
over. We'll go over to the. Or if you guys are making your way over into the graveyard, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
Uh,
Yeah. It's this one.
All right, then we go over to the kids, and them, and you guys. You see, Cappy looking over at Alastor, and he's just like, "Unhand our faithful companion!" Ha! And he does another swing. Can we get a little bit more music in there?
Oh yeah.
Alistar just looks very confused at what's going on in general.
Nico's watching this was like the
My
biggest,
God, the boy crit.
Like... Nico's watching like the biggest grin on his face right now.
Ha! And did fucking max damage.
How do you want to do this, kids?
I mean, if you want
Yeah, I
to,
think with that, he's gonna put me on my ass.
he just he goes for like
he's gonna hit me.
he goes for a nice sort of like low hit and like trips your leg for a second. Hits your hard on the shin. He's like, ha! Surrender, foul
He does that, and I
baddie.
just fall backwards onto my back and drop the badger on top of me.
We got you. Yes. Now it's time for the big bad.
You see like one eye opening of Alistar.
You will fail, children.
You see, you look over your shoulder and you see the older kids, and they're just like, "Great, thank you so much. You're doing such a good job." And then we'll go over to our Kiwi. Kiwi's going to try to do another ranged attack on you. At a 6, I don't think that's gonna hit. And he's like, I need help. You're gonna need to give me guidance. Amaya just like looks down at her little symbol and then like taps it onto his shoulder, and he's gonna do like another little attack.
I add a sparkle effect.
She's like, am I doing stuff? This is so cool.
Thaumaturgy.
That 20, go.
And what is his weapon of choice?
It's a slingshot. And he does 3 points. He hits you in like right in the eye, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Thwack! And I fall back and I'm like, not the eye.
Right. Hey, we got this, guys. Let's push forward together. Ah.
At this point, Alistar's just kind of laying on the ground, cuddling the badger.
The badger kind of curled up on your lap if you sat back up, and is just yawned and fallen asleep in your lap. And then you see the kids run up, and you're just like, "Oh, you're not gonna get away with any more of this evildoer stuff. Huzzah!" And he's just gonna do a small attack. Advantage.
Kid's about to coup de grace me.
16 gonna hit?
No.
No, he goes, ha! Oh, you're so slippery! Ha!
I'm not slippery. You just can't get through my muscles.
Oh no. And Cappy's just like, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. Let's do this together as a team. Like when we call him as a rabbit. Let's do it. And then Amaya and Kiwi are gonna try to do a grapple on you.
As they do that, I'm gonna attempt to grapple all three of them.
Okay.
Your hug.
Let's see if they can get you. He's gonna do it at advantage. That's a
There you
nat
go.
20. Do an athletics or acrobatics. These two kids have got you right now, or they're about to get you, and they're just
Acrobatic or athletics?
either or. Up to
Either
you.
or.
Does this count as a strength check?
Yes. This could be strength. This could be literally
If you do
acrobatics or
that-
athletics.
All right. Give me one
So if
second.
you do
I'll check
athletics,
that.
it's strength. Strength.
Yeah. If you do athletics, it's strength. If you do acrobatics, it's dex.
Okay. Powerful build is not nearly as good as it was in 3.5.
No.
All right. And you break out of it. They got you for a second, and then you're like,
You're
And
gonna
if-
have to try harder than that.
they fall backwards, and Cappy's gonna do nothing because it is now technically your go.
I'm going to.
Jump. Okay.
I'm just gonna leap over here. Remember, when fighting against a group, it's never a bad idea to reposition.
Oh.
As I land with a thud next to these small children. Just did like a 8-foot fucking vertical jump.
The older kids look over and they're like,
Oh, it's jump distance.
"Oh,
Well.
I can, for the sake of flavor, you're good."
Okay.
And it's just the older kids are like, "Ah," and then Cappy looks over at his sister and is just like, "Come on, Beth, come on, you gotta help us. I'm gonna release you." And then Cappy goes and like tags his sister, and his sister's just like rolls her eyes and kind of smiles, and she taps her two friends, and now they're all ready to go.
Good. Increase your numbers.
Evie runs over to here. Amaya's just like, "Oh, okay, this is crazy." And the older kids come running up.
I'm just gonna grab the badger and move over here.
And they're just like, "All right, come on." And Cappy's like, "Wait, this seems kind of unfair. You, big guy with horns, you should help. You're his reinforcements.
Huh? What?
Oh,
Both
What?
of you, come on, you're his reinforcements. Go."
I know. I was like, whose horns?
I was like, you see Nico just like point at him and Moonrun just like,
I like the idea of Moonaran and Nico just point at each other like,
It's like he grabs. It's like he points at my horn. I point at his horn. So I'm like,
"Come on, come on."
Spider-Man meme.
And the older kids come over here, and Beth is just like, "Oh, you're not gonna get over there and help your boss."
And I'm moving over here.
Marnie, as Beth looks over at her friend with the black hair, and is like, "Come on, Marnie, we gotta stall him for Captain Cappy." And Becca's just like, why are we doing this?" And they're gonna try to do grapple
Man,
checks
I
on
don't
you
know why
guys.
we're doing this. All right.
I honestly don't know either, but screw it, why not?
So Beth is gonna try to do a grapple check on Nico.
Okay.
Make your
Yep.
or actually, what's your EC? That's definitely not a hit. So
13.
she's like, all right, that's okay. Go on, Marnie. You get the big guy. I know you can. And then Marnie's gonna try to do it. That's a 17. I think that's gonna grapple Moonerun.
Yeah, no, my AC is 16.
All right, make a acrobatics and/or athletics save or check.
And
Yeah.
or.
And/or because it can be either or of the checks. Nope.
Oh
She
shit.
gotcha. She's like, gotcha. Come on. And then Becca's gonna
kind of grabbing onto like my leg, and I'm just kind of
Yeah.
like, oh no, like.
and Becca just kind of is just trying to do like a small slap or whatever, nothing to actually do anything on Nico.
Just fucking.
Crack. You take 1 point of damage. She's just like, this is so stupid, and she like slaps you in the shoulder. And she's like, oh my hand, oh my god, ow, oh no, I'm hurt, oh I'm down, and she kind of just sits down on the ground, leaning up against the fence. Walk 5 feet away and does that. And then we go over to the kids. Kiwi takes out a little wooden dagger and is just like, it's time to get personal, up close. And Kiwi tries to make a swipe. Oh, he actually technically gets advantage, so he's gonna try to do another swipe with that advantage. And does not do it either time. And Becca is, or Amaya, sorry. There's so many names I gotta remember.
Up close
Amaya,
and personal is good, but you have to commit.
Kiwi's just like, I'm trying, but you're just so quick. And Amaya, is just like, I've got this. By the light of the sun and the moon, I say, hold person. And
Liturgy.
she sticks out the little thing and is like, now you can't move unless you can guess what number I'm thinking, between 1 and 10.
7.
He can move.
Yes.
Happy's like, all right, it's my turn. And Happy's a little badass. But not this time.
Not
He-
anymore.
He hits you, and he's like, crack. I did nothing. No.
You tried, small one.
All right, and now it
Where did
is.
he hit me? Or
He-
where did
he-
he try to hit me?
He tried to hit you in your stomach.
Ouch.
I'll at least act like I felt it.
Yes, I did it. And then what? Muno and Nico, what you gonna do?
Well, I'm grappled, right? So I still got.
Yeah, you're grappled.
Yeah, you're
but
grappled. Yeah, try to break
I'm
out.
not.
Yeah, Nico, what you gonna do?
Uh,
Muno, you can make your roll to get ungrappled.
I'm gonna try and like leap over the kid to get behind him.
So, this is Beth. She's a. You're still grappled, Muno.
He wasn't ready to be thrown into this.
No. Nico, you're gonna have to do an acrobatics for me.
Okay. What's the worst that could happen?
You hear Alistor from the sideline. Moonerin, you look just as tired as the badger.
That is not going to be enough for you to kind of like push through them and pass them. These older looking kids, they are like probably about like 14-ish, so they're a bit
Working muscle
taller.
already.
Okay.
Yeah, so you try to be like try to push them and like get around them smoothly, but it doesn't work very well. Yeah.
I'll say after I fail, like, yeah, that's all I got. Never mind.
Breath
So,
is
that's
just
all.
like, try to. Come on, your big friend over there seems to be getting really into it, and what?
Well, I want to do something cool, but unfortunately, it doesn't. It's kind of hard when it's shit's hitting the fan. Okay, not working my way here.
Okay, all right.
Trust
Well,
me. I
Either way, blah. And then I'll see what you're gonna do. Asu?
Oh, I'm talking while I'm muted.
Yeah.
Going to. Which one of these three right here would have been the most effective so far? Like, who's like the shot caller of these
He
three?
has been the most effective. Cappy's been the one that's like,
I'm gonna attempt to grapple Cappy. Or
okay,
bend down and like try to scoop him up.
gotcha. That's gonna be at a disadvantage because he is smaller than you. By like he's like probably about like 4 foot max right now. He's like half your size.
Yeah.
Let's
So,
let's get that
Strength check, or is that?
strength ability check. Yeah. Oh, you miss. He does like he reflects your grab with his shield, and he's like, "No, not today, foul bad guy."
And then I think that will do it.
Alrighty. And then just for the sake of making this go a little bit.
We are mighty. Because I'm just sweeping at him.
All right, guys, let's do this together. 3, 2, 1. And you see Cappy sort of do a big lunge, and goes right up, right in between your arm and your chest. And then Kiwi, Kiwi is Kiwi, whatever. I've said his name like 8 different times. He does a good jab as well with his little dagger, his little wooden dagger. I think that's gonna hit exactly.
Yeah, it does.
Alrighty, and that's just a got him. I think he's down, guys.
As I'm holding the one sword in my arm and through my chest, I just full commit to falling straight backwards.
We did it, big guy. We won.
As he's falling, you're gonna see Nico quietly cast thaumaturgy to make it sound like he like a massive like a little mini earthquake happens as he lands.
Gotcha.
Like the ground shakes and everything.
Aww.
Big puff of dirt and leaves. Full on plank, slight bounce as I hit the ground.
We did it. Surrender. You other.
Fine.
Evil
We
doers.
give up. Yeesh.
I just kind of flop on my back. I'm like, yep,
Yep.
you got me.
Yep. You see Nico just like sit down, arm behind his back, just like I don't know how many times. Like you hear him like merge himself. I don't know how many times he's been through this shit.
Alright. And all the kids kind of group up, and they're just like, even the older kids, they're like, that was kind of fun. Like, we did it! Yay! Ugh. And at this moment, you guys would hear Mara just be like, Beth, you should probably start getting everybody rounded up and head back to the tail. It's starting to get a little bit late. And Beth kind of just nods and, you know, kind of smile. And it's like, all right, well, Beth says this to you guys. Thanks for playing with Cappy and everybody. Thank you very much.
Oh,
It
of
was
course.
nice.
It's a lot of fun.
It was an amazing adventure.
Keep working as a team, and you will.
You'll always succeed.
You'll have potential.
Well,
Your tactics improved greatly as we progressed.
Cappy is like smiling. He's holding up his little wooden sword and shield, and he's like, "Yay, we did it!" Okay. Well, all right. And then he runs up to Beth, and he's just like, "Beth, you should ask Auntie Sarah if they can make some extra food for these guys. They're really cool." And Beth is just like, "It's already done, Cappy. No worries."
As I'm still holding the badger. Like baby cradling it on its back, holding it nice and close.
No, that's a good look on you, Alistair.
I'm not used to animals.
I can tell.
Well, he hasn't tried to kill you yet, so I will
That's-
take him back now.
That's a
There
good
you
thing.
go.
Mm-hmm.
As I hold up Orange,
Wait,
like, usually you try to bite their faces.
where's my
And I kind of whistle.
Yeah?
Does the griffin fly overhead?
Yes, it does.
There it is.
Oh.
And Griffin flies
wondering where
overhead
he
and
was.
then kind of just lands like right about here. I gotta pop one.
We can theater remind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he been above us the whole time?
pretty much.
Huh. I was wondering where he was during that freaking fight.
In the forest. Well, considering
Probably trying to eat.
if he gets hit too much,
True.
it disappears, and then I have to go find another scroll,
Fair enough. Understandable.
because that's a spell that I don't have.
Ah.
Oh, is this an actual being or a figment of magic?
Yes.
It was created through Find Greater Steed.
I am unfamiliar with that spell.
You see the kids look over and they're like, "Whoa."
Walk over and I pet him.
He just kind of like chaps his beak and he's like,
I walk up and stop about 10 paces from him, and I give him a slight bow and wait for him to like respond.
he just lowers his head lightly.
A magnificent creature. And I go to approach to see if I can touch him.
He's just, his head's just nodded and he kind of stiffens up his neck and turns his eyes over towards you more. As Alistair is, I'm assuming, scratching his neck.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be magic or material, it was a magnificent beast.
Growing up on the pirate ship, I never really got to have a pet, so saw a scroll that made one, and I was like, "Yeah, sure."
The
I am
kids,
friend and sworn ancestral protector of creatures in the forest, but I don't necessarily confine myself to just those animals.
I turn around and all the kids are behind me, and I'm like, "Oh, hi."
you see,
Well, you guys have probably never seen one of these before, huh?
yeah, you see Kiwi. Kiwi's just like, I have.
Oh, you have? Whereabouts?
In my old village. It was towards the northern part of Confederation. Um,
It's a peninsula area.
yeah.
So what caused you to move up here?
Down. Things started getting really bad. The war front thingy. There was these creepy, shambling people, and Mama and Papa, they got me onto a cart. with with Jerry. Jerry's our neighbor. Was our neighbor.
Hmm.
But
How
now
long you been?
now we live
How
here.
long you been in town? How long you been in town for?
About 5 months.
See.
Might be an odd question, but have you seen any of those weird, creepy, shambling things around here?
No, I don't think so. No.
Has there been anything weird or out of the ordinary in town that you guys have seen at all?
Sometimes I hear I've sometimes I hear some like weird noises outside at night, but
Do you know what it sounds like?
I can't remember. I just remember noises and then like a slight singing. And then it disappears.
Okay.
The hair on my entire body has started to bristle a little bit. That doesn't sound natural at all.
I look at Alistair. Just
Mind you guys, as you're looking at Kiwi, you see that they have sort of like feathers mixed in with their hair, like almost if it's growing out. They're very bright red feathers matching the hair that is there. And his eyes are a lot bigger, almost kind of like owl eyes. And he's just staring up at y'all.
I kneel down and I go,
Evie, give me your hand.
He puts his hand out.
I grab his hand and I slowly lead him towards the hippogriff. The griffin.
Oh.
Griffin.
oh, Buckbeak.
And I just say,
He's friendly. Just be calm.
and I slowly put his hand onto the side of the griffin.
You see him kind of like smile excitedly as he feels the feathers and like rubs down the side and tries petting a little bit, and the griffin just kind of like postures and like bends down a little bit for him to be able to pet more. And then
That means he likes you.
you hear the other kids be like, "Oh, can we also?"
Just take turns, be gentle, be slow. He's
And
friendly.
They slowly all start to take turns, and he kind of just sits down, puts one claw over the other, and is just relaxed. And that's when a couple more minutes later, you see Mara come from around the corner and is just like, all right, come on, fellas, and come on, kids, it's time to head back. It's almost supper. Let's go."
I say we'll see you kids there in a little bit. All right.
Yeah, we'll be back there shortly.
Yeah.
All the kids are like, "Oh, okay." And, some of them are like, "Bye, thank you so much for entertaining them."
Oh, no problem.
This is
Of
Beth.
course.
thing, but we're kind of like, you know what? Not the worst combat we've been in.
No, not.
They were fierce warriors.
Look, like, if they stay as a team, in all honesty, stay as a team, they could.
They have
Be-
potential.
They have really good potential.
I mean, Cappy hit me harder than you could, so.
Piss off.
I'd take that wager.
You guys see Mars
Mara.
there, and she's like, hi. Thank you so much for entertaining. There's not a lot of people that are willing to play with the kids.
I love the younglings.
Well, I was on a ship from when I was 8 on, so. I'm not good with kids, but I tried.
Yeah, I mean, we got some kids where I'm from and everything. It's just trying to make sure they don't do anything stupid.
Someone's got to make sure that they're on the right and narrow.
Exactly.
Children are held in high regard in my
Mhm.
people. They are the future. They must carry on the traditions.
Well, nonetheless, thank you. I'm assuming you all don't have places to stay, right?
Yeah, we just got into town, actually.
They usually sleep on the ground anyway.
Well, there's some vacant rooms at the Fishtail.
Okay.
You know, we're all
go
heading
there
back
then.
then eventually. Just,
Yeah.
If I have to.
I'll see you guys there. And you kind of
Sounds
just see her
good.
turn around.
We'll meet you
and-
there.
This is such a big map. Why do I spend so much time making huge maps?
Okay.
Kind of. I tell my griffin, like, just mentally to go find a place to rest.
All right. The griffin.
Tell him to just stay within a mile.
The griffin kind of nods and away it goes.
I almost wish I could go with the griffin.
Well,
I think it'll be better if you stick around us. Sorry.
yeah.
Do you realize how hard it
Concerned.
is to sleep in your cities?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Trust me. We know the feeling.
And it's starting
So-
to get relatively towards the evening, so
We spoke to Mara.
Yeah.
Basically, she said the same thing. And, like, we could talk as we're walking and everything.
yeah.
She's basically saying the same thing, that, you know, the, courier's been gone, that's really been the only thing. They're not run by a mayor or anyone.
Before we get too far, I want to say something.
Yeah.
While we're walking back, I want to try to take this time to really feel out the area we're walking. The
Okay.
whole trying to sense perversion type shit. Just seeing if anywhere stinks particularly more than others.
Give me a perception with advantage. Well, I guess technically this would be an investigation. My bad. Well, we can
man.
use that and then just use if you have pluses in investigation, we would use those as the modifier.
I don't.
So you would just get the +3, or no?
Okay.
No. It's still a 19, so you're okay.
Okay.
So as you kind of take this sort of deep breath in, you remove the mask for a second, and for a split second, mind you guys, the entire time you've been in this town, your mind has been just a little bit foggy, not enough to really interrupt what you're doing there, but just enough to make you feel just a little bit
Didn't only 2 of us fail the
Aloof.
Yeah, it was.
Only
cave walking in?
only 2 of you
It was
failed to
me and-
save.
Me and Nico.
But
Yeah.
just because some of you succeeded doesn't mean that there isn't effects that go on otherwise. Now, so you do kind of take this deep breath in, and you can feel something off on the other side of the bridge, just slightly. And then as you put the mask back on, you can no longer. It's not as strong. But give me 1 second. I gotta let out the pup.
Do y'all question me what I just did at all?
Y'all good over there, big guy?
Trying to find some more honey buns.
No. My mindset is no longer with the children, and I am back to focusing on why I'm here. I have a link with the earth through the great phoenix, and it gives me, I can almost smell the perversion of nature, and it reeks across the bridge.
How bad are we talking?
I will check again once we are closer, because unfortunately right now we're upwind of it.
I see. I mean, like, given what we've been through and all this stuff, like, I understand where we're coming from here, that we are basically have our heads on a swivel at this point. So, it's one of those things that we need to make sure that if there is anything funky going on here, we need to investigate it right away. Or come up with a plan for us to do so.
I can tell you for certainty that there is.
I'm back.
Then
I just RP'd what just happened, like the smell. They asked what was up, and I told them that I sensed the perversion. Explained that like I had a small sense to things that go against nature
Gotcha. All right.
through the phoenix, and we all talked like we're on back to mission, away from kids.
yeah. So basically, like I said, like Mara explained that
You
the
also
whole
did see that her hand was kind of moving on its own for a second. I did explain that. I'm not sure if you were paying attention to that.
yeah,
or not.
I remember that. It was weird. Her hand just moved, like some weird ass reason.
Like a twitch.
No, I mean like slowly moved towards the book, and it looked like yeah, I think that yeah, I think that's the best way to kind of describe it. Exactly. The thing is that like the book looked like a hymnal that wasn't complete yet. So something I want to trust her. I do. But
Trust no one.
She seemed a little fishy, or at least a
Something-
little spacey. Yeah.
some it meant and understand it may not be her. It may
Keep
not.
an ear out for any weird noises, by the way.
All right.
Yeah. Look, we have our heads on a swivel and everything.
Yeah.
Alright,
we're all just
give
kinda
two of y'all or one of y'all with advantage.
I will-
Me.
I'll roll also.
Yeah,
Or
I
do you
gotta-
want to do advantage?
I have a
Give the
plus
us
7 to
advantage.
perception.
yeah. No. He's hard. He's hard.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. You roll.
He's the team
Yep,
bloodhound
yep,
now.
You roll advantage. You roll advantage.
All right, 24. All right.
I've taken the mask off. I need my senses.
I do need to know who's specifically who's specifically giving the advantage. Is it Alistor? I
would
think
help him.
it'd be Alistor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought it up first. I think I would help him.
Yeah.
And because it was the second roll, that would be the advantage roll. So yeah, all right, that makes sense. So as you guys are kind of just walking along, you know, you see people in their houses eating dinner, stuff like that. If you're slightly looking through any window,
I would be.
you see
Yeah.
somebody asleep over here. You know.
Like I said before, I believe it is across the river.
Hmm.
For
I mean, Nico's got a good point, though. You think an established religion would have a completed hymn book.
Or at least
That's the most concerning part.
exactly.
I
Right,
advise we go towards.
as you guys
Go ahead.
as you guys kind of okay, no one's moving their tokens. Cool, awesome. As you guys kind of
Stop.
all right, so as you guys are sort of starting to run up, you guys hear and then this
From
person
where?
this person comes running around, and as they come out of the alleyway, they look up and they seem out of breath, and then they're like
I run over. What is it?
what's what?
You just came running, screaming out of this alleyway.
Did I? You hear a slow rumble just as something disappears.
I shove past her and walk into the alleyway.
Us both.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
hammers up. Let's go.
Daggers out.
As you
The store's open, or they just open archways.
what's up? Oh, there's a windows.
Oh, okay.
So as you are what is it? So as you guys come around this corner, you see what seems to be a pile of like freshly moved dirt. And for a split second there, everyone, I'm gonna need you to make wisdom saves for me.
Okay.
Woo.
Right. Alright. Alrighty, Moonarun. Everybody, you feel this sort of haze come over you for a second. And you heard like the sound of something starting to sing, and then as you kind of snap out of the fog for a second, Moonarun, you look down at your hand, and you were holding close like your order symbol, like in your hand, and it's made an imprint inside of your hand, and it looks like there was a little ink and quill that or pen. You know what? I'm assuming. Fuck it. There's pens in this. It makes it that much easier. It's fine. You see like a small sort of like calligraphy inkwell pen that you have as given from your order as a congratulations, you graduated. Like kind of on the ground, and on your hand, it's just like many faces is scrawled very quickly on your hand, but you don't know. It doesn't
my
look
God.
like your handwriting. But it just seems to be very, very quickly scrawled on your hand. Everyone else, you kind of snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. No, and you are looking at the freshly moved pile of earth that seems to be like a disturbed mound of earth.
Nico has his dagger out. The mimic just like ready.
Lunarun, you are the only one that knows about the message on your hand. Because you feel like your symbol that you were clutching on for dear life in your hand kind of might have broken a little bit of skin. That's the reason why you look down at your hand.
Many faces. Is the woman who was running out screaming still there?
Yeah, she seems to be still there. She's kind of just like panting still, like, why am I out of breath? What the hell? You guys want to do investigation? Look around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run the numbers.
I would like to do an investigation.
Let's whoever would like to roll, go ahead. Remember 2 people, so choose.
Okay.
I know
I'll
Alistair
roll
said he
also.
would.
I'll roll also. Nico will.
Alistair, you're looking around and you. So Alistair and Nico, you're looking around and I'm assuming you would go towards the large disturbed earth mound. And at that moment, you see what seems to be a small bit of blood mixed in with the dirt, and a small what seems to be like a flower, a very bright orange flower. Also mixed up. I'm gonna say, Nico, you find the blood. Alistair, you find the flower.
Oh shit.
What kind of flower was it?
A very small. It's I'm gonna say kind of a brighter orange flower. It looks kind of familiar to you. It has an air of familiarity.
There's blood in the dirt. A little bit of it, but still blood.
And it
Is
feels.
does it look like
feels.
it's fresh blood?
It feels warm and definitely fresh.
Fresh. Shit. We got.
For a little bit. You hear just as windows open and Sarah's just like, we made supper for you as a thank you.
We'll be in a minute.
Right. Well, you guys have been standing out there for.
We're taking a look at something.
Oh,
How
a little
long?
foggy.
How long have we been?
How
long have we been standing here for?
I can't remember.
My senses aren't.
Well, either way, come inside. Get some food. I've set up a room with a bunch of bunk beds.
Oh, thank you.
So, you know.
Yeah, we'll be in a sec.
And she's like, all right, and then she kind of closes the door. And as you guys, as the window opened, you guys smelled what seemed to be a very fresh pot of like, beef stew, with what seems to be like artichoke heart, kind of like artichoke smell, cooked artichoke, and good hearty potato smell in there as well.
I don't like this one bit. I don't like this at all. Azu, I might be asking a weird question in this regard. Can you sense anything with this dirt at all? I know you got a connection with Mother Earth and all that stuff. I don't like this one bit.
As you kind of are just after the fogginess has started to settle, you still have a bit of fog, but you feel instead of it being a smell, you just feel like the feeling of prey, like you are prey. It's kind of like this feeling. If you've ever been out in the woods at night and it feels like something is watching you and it's eerily quiet. That feeling of almost being hunted, and it kind of envelops you for a second and then disappears very quickly.
Uh, can I do something before the feeling disappears?
You can try.
Oh, never mind.
Spells it.
I was gonna say, can I just try to compel duel in an area, but no, I have to see the target.
Shit.
something, something was here,
No, it's
Ju-
not.
Just recently.
but yes, it just faded from my senses,
I'm still holding the flower, and I'm
and
gonna
it is
walk
not
over
often
to
I
it.
feel like prey.
I walk back up to this lady.
Hmm.
Does this flower mean anything to you?
No, it looks familiar though. Maybe someone planted them outside their house.
We're right up on that dirt mound here, right?
Yeah. Anyway, I should probably get back to getting home because it's
Let's get inside.
getting dark.
Now.
So
Yeah, we
Go home and stay safe.
Lock your
Yep.
doors
Weird.
and your windows.
Look your
spell-
doors. Thank you.
This is just getting weirder and weirder by the goddamn minute.
My head hurts.
We need to get inside now.
Runner and Asu, let's get inside.
Let's go.
we kind of
I have potentially a better idea.
What's that?
What do you got?
Let me see that flower.
Here.
And I hand it to him.
Uh, never mind. Forgot I'm out of spell slots.
Keep it till
The
tomorrow.
kids. Do I have any more?
I go to try to muster the energy for the spell I'm doing. I'm like, I wasted too much playing on those kids.
Just keep it with you till tomorrow. Asu.
I will tuck it into my little pouch.
That flower.
Come on. Let's get inside and deal with whatever this is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I give the area a good once over again.
what was gleamed is what was seen. You see Sarah and Jerry placing down, like with a big pot and putting more stew in some of the kids' bowls and putting some in Mara's bowl. And they're like, unfortunately, the table with all the kids is kind of filled up, but the circular one over there is open. I'll be right over there with bowls and everything else.
Thank you.
I just kind of squeeze through.
Yep, same here.
These two people look like they're like 1,000-yard stare. One of their hands like scratching
Back
into the table.
Back to the wall facing the door.
Seeing that, I walk back over. Oh. I walk back over and tap them on the shoulder.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just feeling a little hazy. Think I might have had too much to drink.
Yeah.
And then they
Get
kind of
some
look
water
down
in
at
ya.
they look down at their hand, and it's just like, I don't think that was there earlier. Sarah, I think somebody scratched a run into your table. Whoever did that, they're rude as all hell.
I am.
There was just like, again? Fucking hell. Alright, I'll just have to get Gobri to sand down the table again. Right.
A rune?
Gobri.
Oh, go bring. No. Like, is it like you said they scratched a rune into the table, or
No,
Run.
run
Oh,
into
run.
the table.
oh, a run? Okay. It doesn't look like anything. It just looks like somebody just went.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Okay,
walk
okay.
over and close the door.
Sarah comes over with some bowls and places it down, and Jerry walks over with the pot and is just like, all right, this is some of Jerry's special stew. All right, so enjoy it while it lasts. And
Thank you.
through, and then Sarah comes back with some bread, places it on the table, and says, "Thank you so much for playing with the kids. Means a lot."
Yeah,
And-
no
Of
problem.
course.
Okay.
They've got potential as fighters.
They do. They just gotta
Just
stay as
make
a
sure
group.
just make sure they work together.
Oh, kids will be kids, so hopefully they stay friends.
Asu over
Mm-hmm.
here.
What's Asu doing?
Deeply disturbed by the winds outside.
By the winds outside? Definitely feels as if a storm's coming in. You can kind of smell rain on the horizon.
First time cruise storms actually has because it deals with storm.
There's
Maybe the first time you've had to.
Well, I mean
There's
us
great-
as a group since we formed. I know you've been in countless storms, and Hafford has had plenty of storms in the past. The autumn gales, the summer typhoons, all that shit. It's fun, really fun.
coming from the southern shores myself. I know a thing or two about storms.
I don't like this.
Neither do
No,
I.
there's great evil in this city.
I know back in Patton we didn't necessarily take shifts watching, like being on guard and all that stuff. Should we take shifts this time?
I will take first and second shift. Y'all
I'll take
I
rest.
think we need someone awake at all times, yeah.
We'll each take a shift. Each
One
one of
each.
us. Yeah, one each. 2 hours
Guys,
each.
Uh,
Go from there.
who's holding the flower?
Me.
All right. Would you have shown it to anybody in here?
Not purposefully, but I've probably been holding it and like twirling it in my fingers, looking at it, trying to
Gotcha.
just
Does it-
pondering it.
Would Nico know what that flower is, or just regular
It
flower
looks
that
really, really familiar. Like maybe you've seen it within the past 6 hours, possibly in somebody's hair, maybe in the garden somewhere.
Wait. Someone's missing.
Sarah would come up and be like, "Is everything all right? Would you like any more stew?"
Is one of the kids missing?
I don't believe so. There was 6. Wait,
Now
no, there's 5. There's
five.
it's been 5.
Six.
Oh, he's 5, right?
No, it was 6.
I'm
Kinda
fairly
nudged-
certain
I
it was
kinda-
5.
I kind of nudge Jimmy.
There was definitely 6 younglings.
I'm gonna nudge Jimmy. I'm gonna be
As-
like,
As Sarah looks at the flower, you can kind of see her. You can kind of see her just. Her eyes start to well, and she kind of like rubs them, and it's just like, what? What's going on?"
I basically tear through this table, knocking it over, and I'm
Whoa!
going back to the hole.
Shit, we gotta go. Go.
Am I crying? What's going on?
Is the dirt pile like right here?
Yeah.
I am shoveling giant handfuls.
You start shoveling and shoveling and shoveling, and it's very
I'm hoping
loose
also.
soil, and you keep going, and it just seems to keep going down. It's almost in like a 15-foot sort of circle, and it's just so loose and loose. I'm not sure how far down you dig for.
I'm committed
Okay, Nico-
until I'm certain there's nothing in
Nico
here.
Nico is helping with this also.
As-
I would stay very far away because I am like full on frantic, using all of my stature to just heave.
You guys are digging and digging, or you're digging and digging and digging. Is anyone else helping him?
Nico is.
All right, Nico's helping him. Munro,
I'm
you
keeping
helping?
an eye out.
Okay,
I'm
Alistair,
going
are you
over
helping?
here.
Okay. As you keep digging, you eventually reach to a point where it's just a solid slab of stone down under the ground. It doesn't look to be refined. It mostly looks like as if you've hit a bedrock layer. And as you are looking around, do you have dark vision? I think you have dark vision.
Yeah, up to 60 feet.
Same here.
As you're looking down and looking around you, you notice that the walls that you've made around 5-10 feet deeper. Now it's getting towards like middle of the night, like probably about
Yeah.
2 a.m. And at this point you have Sarah out there. She's like, would you guys care to head to bed? It's getting pretty late.
Go
Well,
inside. Go
like-
inside now.
Right. If you need anything, holler. Can't get any rest for some reason.
I say I grab her and I look at her like, listen, you go inside, you go to bed, you lock the door. We will lock the doors, lock the windows. We'll lock the doors when we get in. Okay, go now.
Okay. You're scaring me. And she runs inside. And as you're looking around deep into this hole, you kind of see that
And I'm smelling for like human remains type shit.
it smells absolutely awful. It smells wretched, rank, and the farther down in the hole you get, the kind of worse it smells. And it doesn't smell like remains. It smells like something not of this plane, something that shouldn't be here.
The further down we get, the greater sense of evil I have.
Munaran, as you do this detect good and evil, you feel are you standing above the hole or are you in the hole?
I'm in there with him now.
Okay, as you are in the hole, you feel all around you what seems to be this place of feeling just pure evil and hatred, and gluttony and savagery. As a small little tune whispers and goes straight through your ear, just of the sensation. Only Munaran, you hear this from that. And around you, you see that the walls look also very crumbly, as if fresh kind of dirt. And it goes in directions all around you. There's only seems to be maybe 2 sections of the wall that seems to be solid, and those sections of the wall are jutting pieces of boulder buried underneath the ground.
Do we know of any catacombs underneath this part of the city?
We don't know.
I don't know if there's catacombs, but it looked like there was an aquifer.
We've hit
In the
that quote unquote bedrock.
Layer, yeah.
I tap it to see if it's like solid or if there might be a hollow space underneath with like my hammer.
It's solid. It's ting, not thwong.
Honestly, the only thing I can think of is it looks like there's an aquifer in the well.
Why all this fresh upturned dirt if we're not finding anything down here?
Why the blood? Why the blood? Why the flower? Why the dirt?
Nico. The blood in the flower.
You guys want to do an
There was 6.
investigation in the hole? See if there's anything that you're able to find. Besides,
Another fucking
Investigation,
kid.
or can I use perception?
it would have to be an investigation.
I'll roll investigation.
Nico, you hop down into the hole.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is anybody helping Nico?
I will, just because my character doesn't really care about what I'm proficient in.
All right then.
I mean, you can.
There you go then.
Oh, okay. So Nico, you get a 13. Asatori, Nico, you're looking through this dirt and doesn't seem to be anything. Asu, you kind of see something slightly shiny in the wall. It looks like a shiny little piece of cloth.
I try to dig around it
Dig around it.
and just like see if it's just a little shred of cloth or if it's attached to more cloth.
You dig
Excavating
around.
it. I hear pup.
As you kind of dig around, did token not make it over? Do they actually need to delete a token? Oh, yep, there we go. Sorry, 1 second. As you guys, as you're digging out the wall a little bit, you see what seems to be a small hand. Not as small as the little kids that were primarily playing the game, but possibly more like a teenager's hand. And there seems to be bite marks out of the flesh of the arm. And it seems to be just a little cuff of what was left of their shirt. In their, in the grasp of the hand, there seems to be dirt, and it's clenched in the hand. It's
You said dirt?
yeah, dirt, like dirt with grass, as if it was from up top, not in the hole.
I will take that out of his hand and place it in the pouch with the flower. And I will try to get the rest of his body out and above ground.
Try to dig, and there's nothing left of the body besides that hand and that little bit of cloth.
I was like, I'm
You
seeing.
do find
I'm
more
seeing,
blood.
I'm seeing what
sprinkled throughout
Asu
the dirt.
is
I'm-
doing.
I'm-
right?
Yes, you're seeing all of this.
I immediately look at Alistor, and I shake my head, like,
As I'm holding the what I can obviously tell is a youngling's hand, I am frustrated with my inability to do anything currently, and
Can I remember the 6th kid's name? Like, I as a player know it. Can I remember it, my character?
I want you to do. Oh, okay. If you want to try to remember this, I want you to do, a wisdom at disadvantage, and it's a very high DC.
I will be attempting that as well.
Wisdom at disadvantage, and it's an extremely high DC. Unfortunately, you're looking at it, and you just kind of feel this like a syllable, like a but it's not coming to you. And Asu, you're
As I can't remember,
You
but I know that
it's starting
this is wrong.
It's starting to fade even more. Like you you know that there was a sixth kid, but like that memory of the sixth kid is like you can't for the life of you remember their face, even their hair color.
Overcome with rage and emotion, I just look up at the sky and empty my lungs into whatever would amount to a bugbear's roar of desperation and anger.
Well, then we go to town.
Mm-hmm. I don't care if everything on the side of the river fucking hears me.
Shit. I look at Alistair, just like,
I claw out of the hole.
Sarah opens up the window and says, "All right, come on, get inside. Come on, guys, let's just come inside, get some rest if you could."
Asu.
I know. Look, we know.
Come in through the
Trust me.
window. I've already locked the front door. Come in through the window. You are scaring
Yeah.
the everlight out of me.
Tr-
Come on.
Well, yeah, Asu, listen. We've been through this. We know how you feel. Trust me. We know. Okay? There's no point in getting pissed off over this. This blows.
No, there's every reason to get pissed off over
Well,
this.
no, there's
but
every reason to get
there's
pissed.
no
No,
point.
there is every reason to get pissed off. But
Nico, stop for a second. Asu, we don't know what we're up against. We don't know
First
what it
light
could
we
do.
find out.
Exactly.
we will
Come
find
on,
out.
come
You're
on.
right.
Can't come in through the window.
Squeeze in here, big boy. Come on.
No, the
No,
game
we
won't let me.
can't go in through the window.
Alright.
Yeah, we can't move through the
Here we
wall.
go. I got you.
Okay.
And then she closes it and locks it and says, "Everything's locked.
Just go to bed.
Sarah?
Let me
Sarah.
get you to your room." Yes?
Sarah,
Don't let the kids go anywhere for a little bit.
keep him here.
Okay.
We're gonna figure out what's going on here. This isn't natural.
Who has the arm?
I do.
Is it in your pouch or is it in your hand still?
It's in my hand.
My God.
But I imagine that's pretty enclosed since my hands are huge. So I don't know if she would see it.
There seems to be a little bit of blood dripping in between your fingers.
I don't care. I'm not noticing it.
Are you all right, Asu? You're bleeding.
I'm fine. Room,
Okay.
please.
Opens up the door and she of this one says, "This is your."
Press a gold into her palm and keep everything locked up. Go to bed.
So you want me to take first watch?
Yeah.
I don't know if sleep could come as I am right now, so go ahead. I want to sit and think.
Okay. I'll take first watch then. And Nico just plop up and like on top of the chest have his the mimic dagger out and like kind of thinking in his head like the whole deja vu shit.
Is there like a desk or like paper in this room?
Inside the box there might be something. Who knows? The one that Nico's is currently sitting on.
I'm gonna rifle through for paper.
There's paper.
Okay.
I know this is concerning and scary, but we're gonna figure out what's going on here because something's wrong.
Okay. There is Happy and Beth need to get home.
Where's their home?
It's on the other side of the river. It's the house. If you're looking at the well, it would be on the left side.
Okay. They need to get there now, or can it wait till the morning?
The parents, well, at least the message needs to be told that they're spending the night. I mean, you guys got me quite worried, but I could go over there quickly. It's
I
not
will
too
deal
far.
with the message.
You're not going anywhere. It's fine. We'll go.
Alastor, stay here, guard the house. I believe your horned friend here and I will be fine there and back.
And they,
Um,
like Nico, like hears horns, so pop like his head, just like,
Not you, small one.
and just go back.
Sarah, do you have paper and a pen?
Of course. Of course I do. Here.
Goes and gets it, comes back.
Yeah.
I've taken down the children's names.
Taking down the children's names. All right. So the names, just so you can actually write it down properly. There is Becca. There's Keevi, Kiwi. There's Cappy. Beth. Amaya. That's it.
All right.
That you can remember. Would you mind if you escort my sister back to the chapel as well?
I mean, it's on the way.
She's able to lock it up and whatnot. Mention if something happens, she can always heal. Is that right,
Is
Ma?
this the same lady we were talking about earlier?
The one from
Yeah.
the chapel, yeah.
Yeah, the one with the cemetery and the.
Mm-hmm.
You okay
So-
with her coming along?
I don't know how I feel about her, but she doesn't seem like a threat.
Smiles and
That-
it's like I'm definitely not, but no. I'd like to be able to
It'll-
get back to the chapel in case of an emergency. If anything happens, that's where the town is supposed to meet up. So
That'll be fine.
then let's get a move on.
And it's dark as fuck outside, right?
It is dark as fuck.
Alright, as we step outside, I'm going to use how long you say it would take for us to walk there and back? About an hour?
No, I'd say about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. This is, you keep saying it's a city. This place is a town trying to become
Okay,
a city.
okay.
This is sort of the entirety of the town right now. There's like off on either side, there are houses being built and other buildings, but they are nowhere near completion.
I'm gonna use my summon wildfire spirit to summon.
Sorry.
It's just a little wildfire sprite spirit thing, and he'll float in front of us and give us some light and be his little wildfire spirit self.
As you guys start making your way over, Mara is kind of staying in between you two because she's heard the loud Asu scream and is a bit like, off put on that. And Mara's just like, so what happened? What made you scream?
I think it's best to be waiting until morning before explaining everything.
And if something happened, one of the few people in this town that can actually do something.
Children are going missing and no one remembers them. What can you do about that?
Gone missing.
Like I said, you don't remember. You're useless.
How many kids? How many children were in the cemetery today?
5. But no, it
Hmm.
6.
Wrong. There were 6.
Were there 6 now? Asu, you're starting to feel a little fuzzy, and you're also kind of like, wait, was there actually 6? Was it 5?
Maybe it was 5.
Um, the
Wait, no,
Re-
I still have the kid's. Am I really gonna forget with the kid's hand in my hand still?
I mean, you don't know how many were there. You know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
there's
fair enough.
there
Fair
is a
enough.
missing kid though.
Yeah, I know there's a missing kid. Period. Not necessarily that it was that one. Right.
Yeah. Let's get the message to the Cappy and Beth's parents real quick. She knocks on the door and two fairly dressed young, less young, like middle-aged parents. They're like, yes, um, uh, um, i- is Cappy and Beth with you, Mara? Mara's just like, they're spending the night at the fishtail. Right? That's what's going on.
That's the plan.
Right? Yeah. So just be safe, be careful.
They were all a little tuckered out and didn't feel like waking them.
All right then. I guess that'll be fine. Thanks for letting us know. And he closes the door and. All right.
Did he relay the information about the bottom of this well that they looked like there were offshoots?
That
Yeah,
it's
I
like an
did.
aquifer, yeah, and it's like running water down there.
told y'all down that.
While we're
yeah,
right
told
here,
y'all
I want to send my wildfire spirit down to see if I can get a better view of the bottom.
It looks like the water goes down a bit farther. As the wildfire spirit sort of like floats on down. Look down to the water, and it seems to be like this, as if at least 10 feet deep. You can't see the bottom, but you know around that time, like around 10 feet deep, in a relatively dark area, it gets hard to see the bottom.
I pulled my camera all the way over.
Yes, it did. I hate it when that happens, but it's okay.
I'll call him back up. I'm satisfied with that answer.
What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yes.
My
Perception.
passive perception should
it's
be
10 plus
14.
your perception, I think. Or is it
So it would be
or no?
17 for him. Yeah, it's 10
17?
plus perception. It would be 17 for him.
Gotcha.
Your passive anything is 10 plus.
Yeah,
Score.
17 passive perception.
You would hear a splash. Just psh. But you don't see anything.
There's something beneath this city. I whisper that to Moonrun as I walk back up to.
Scribble, scribble.
Is everything all right?
That is yet to be seen.
Well,
Get inside, do whatever you can to secure this place as I see the giant open archway.
you see her kind of pull this like small little lantern thing to the side off the wall, and as that goes on, you see what seems to be this
Portcullis?
yeah, kind of just slowly shoop. Like takes a little bit to get back up, but it's well enough fortified, so gonna really go through some certain things. If you guys need anything, like extra healing or anything like that,
Be
let
careful
me know.
who you let in, and I'll start walking off.
Beam.
Sir Moonerin,
Let's.
do we continue straight back, or do we see if we can find an entrance to this underground before heading back?
I'm not sure if there's anything else more that we can do.
I'm not
It'll probably
necessarily
be
looking
easier
to
to
go
ask
down, I just want to find the
the
access point.
entrance. What time is it right now? Like in
This
game?
is about like 3 a.m. now. It's getting pretty late. You guys are gonna have a late start if you want to have a long rest and have all of your utilities back. So,
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, you used up a ton of your magic, so
Yeah,
you should
let's
rest.
wait for fresh eyes in the morning.
Yeah.
and we're gonna go. You guys can keep moving, but we're gonna go with Alistair and Nico. Is there anything that you guys were doing at this moment, like during this time as they were walking? It's 15
I would have
minutes.
asked her for a pen and paper.
She definitely would have given it to you.
You picked up what I was putting down.
This is something completely different. And I go back in. There's no desk, right?
There is not.
They're
I'm
just-
gonna
just
have
like the box.
you two off out here because you guys wouldn't be back yet.
Yeah.
And she's like, if there's anything else, let me know.
I will. Thank you.
I'm at the room
sit
down
down.
at the back of the hallway, last room. You can see the
Thank
door.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I sit down at the box and start writing a letter to Baron Middens.
Gotcha.
Wait, you're right over there.
I'm writing a letter to Baron Middens at the guild. I don't know if we're gonna come back alive from whatever the fuck this is, so
I don't think he's gonna get the message.
he will.
No, you don't understand. The courier has been
Jimmy,
not been seen.
or Nico,
What?
I have a griffin.
Shit, that's right, you do. I keep forgetting that shit.
I don't need a courier.
So I sit down and I start writing a letter to Baron Middens. It says, I don't know what's going on here at Brett Bumley. We found a corpse, and nobody knows that, and nobody can remember anyone that's missing. People are forgetting things. Say they can't remember. And honestly, I'm starting to forget things too. If you know of any creature or spell that can make a whole town forget people, send word. We need to know what we're up against here. And then I sign it, Alistor, Crew of Storms.
Okay.
In my head, I call my griffin.
All right. Let me
I come
pull
over to the window. You don't have to pull it. It's fine.
Oh, good. I already did it.
Okay.
He's
call it to
evolving.
I call it to the window. Because this window opens, right?
It does.
Yeah, so I open the window. I take a bit of rope and cut it and tie it around the hippogriff's neck, or the griffin's neck. I keep calling it hippogriff. I tie it around the griffin's neck with the note attached to it.
Take this to Padton.
It
To the
nods.
the guild. The guild in the center. It's labeled for Baron Middens.
It nods.
Wait 2 or 3 days. Or if he gives you a letter to bring it back right away.
See its eyes kind of like narrow. Mind you, it does seem to have what seems to be like a large rat in its mouth right now. Like,
That's fine.
and it nods. And you hear it kind of like do a big stretch. You hear a little bit of cracking as if, it was resting most of the day after the lovely bit of time, or it was like woke up in the middle of the night and you hear it start to flap its wings and it off it goes.
I close
best
and lock
boy.
the door.
And
the
around
window.
this point, knock knock, open up the door, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate this. I don't like this at all.
I'm gonna run. Asu, you have made it back.
As I'm coming in, would I have passed her on the way out, or is she still there?
She is not there.
As I came back through, would I have seen any type of rag sitting on a table by chance?
Yes. Yes, you would have.
Must snag the rag.
Alright.
Why am I moving Moonrun? Oh, I forgot you gave me fucking control of him when he wasn't here. Totally just dragged him around like it was me.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah, and I'm gonna wrap the kid's hand in the cloth.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna I'm just gonna hand it to fucking Alistar. Here you go.
Thank you.
Proof that I'm not going crazy.
None of us are going crazy.
No.
Mooner,
And I'm gonna take a position right here by the window, sit back, relax.
come on in. Shut the door.
Hmm.
So, Nico knows this, but I'm going to tell you as well. I just used my griffin to send a letter back to Baron Middens and Patton, saying, and I relay what the letter said.
I nod as if I know who those people are. Mm-mm.
So, hopefully, my griffin will come back with a letter stating what it is.
Or anything that can help us out.
Hopefully. But I'm fairly certain we're going to be on our own here.
And I'm pretty sure it's a who we're dealing with.
We have an idea on who.
Creatures wouldn't go through the effort of
Hmm,
constructing elaborate burial pits.
that's the thing. I don't know if that was a burial pit.
Or a message.
Could have been a creature from another plane that showed up
True.
in the dirt.
It's hard enough to imagine a person causing this perversion, but if it's an invasion from another plane, Phoenix, help me.
Phoenix, help all of us.
And would you really get that strong of a sense, Asu, if it was a person?
I've never encountered this before, I don't know. Normally it's been one undead thing or another plaguing a town, and I've just been following the trail to here.
How long have you been on the on the continent?
On the continent? My entire life.
When did you start recently seeing and dealing with the undead?
What do you say, Freya? A couple years ago?
It hasn't always been undead. Sometimes it's been.
Yeah, it's not just undead, it's just anything that goes against nature.
So you've been dealing with monstrosities and aberrations, undead,
Extraplanar beings.
stuff like that. One time you dealt with some of the mechanoids, like the little iBot looking things, little circle bot boys.
I've
But
seen many strange things, but nothing like this.
probably been about, I'd say about 3 years since that fateful day.
Okay, so I was thinking 3 years too.
The concerning part is that it's making our minds fuzzy. We're forgetting things.
Right.
is there enough paper to go around? Like,
Yeah, there's plenty of paper.
I can't write, so.
Well, to Nico and Alistar, I just kind of shove like just sheets at them, and I'm just like, look, write everything down.
No,
Like there's something in this town that's making us forget, but
now there.
we
Now this is the DM speaking.
Mhm.
This is one of those moments where this entire section, until this little quest is over, y'all have to be on top of writing it down. Because
Okay.
in character, you're writing it down,
yeah.
Right.
and by all means, you guys can share. So one person can be the note taker. Just know that that's putting all your eggs in one basket. So,
Yeah.
anything and everything, if you want it written down, either tell the note taker or write it down yourself.
All the names, Kiwi, Sarah,
I have them, yeah.
you have them? Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll share notes. We can share notes later, like in character. I mean,
All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure
main
that that
thing-
was made.
yeah, that was
Right.
clear. Yeah.
The main thing we need to keep track of is everyone's names. If at any point you see a name on a list that you do not recognize,
There's a problem.
they're
We have
probably
problem.
dead.
And the only thing I'm keeping track of right now is the hand of the flower and the clump of grass and dirt.
I kind of walk out for a second. Sarah said her room was at the end of the hall.
Mhm.
I walk out and I knock on it on the door.
4 a.m.
Yeah, it is about 4 a.m. She's like, everything all right?
Do you
She-
have any
she
kind
looks
of library
extremely-
or anything in town?
She's no, but she looks extremely shaken up. Library's
Okay.
one of the next things that we're trying to make.
I grab her hand and hold it in both.
I
I know it's scary.
no, I have a painting in my room of me, my daughter, and somebody else I can't remember.
Let me see it.
Do
you mind if I come in?
Yeah. Come on in. You see Amaya kind of like sleeping on the bed, and it's this painting. It's right above this sort of wall, and it has Amaya, Sarah, then what seems to be this girl.
She have the flower in her hair and everything.
She doesn't have a flower in her hair this time, but she does have another accent that's kind of the same orange, like esque in her hair. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, she would have the same flower in her hair.
Seeing a picture of her, can I try to remember her name again?
Yes, it is still a very high DC, not a disadvantage. Ooh. You get Mar, and then it slips from your memory. And then Sarah's just like, I know that this painting should have names on the back. It should have mine. It should have Amaya's. He kind of lifts it off and turns it around and says Amaya, Marnie, and Sarah. And you see Sarah, like, more tears are just kind of building up in her eyes and just like it's starting to stream down her face, almost as if she's like sobbing, but she doesn't know why. She's not actively making any like crying noises. It's just tears just pouring from her eyes.
Motherly instinct knows she's missing something.
She's like, I don't know what's going on. This is fucking terrifying.
Hey. We're here to figure out what's going on. And honestly, at this point, the only way I'm leaving this place is if I die, so we're gonna figure out what's going on.
I can hope so. Kind of see her just like put her hands over her eyes, trying to stop the tears, and up and puts the painting back. And grabs an extra little blanket and throws it over the painting.
I have one last question for you. Since you don't have a library, do you have anyone that has knowledge of spells or creatures?
My sister Mara. She studied in Patton. She's a priest of the God of Luck. She said she met him once. Honestly, to my knowledge, it's a relatively dead religion. Except for
You
her.
know what the name of the of the god is?
I think it Lucian. I think it's Lucian.
All right. Thank you. Get some rest, or try to, at least.
Kind of nods and
Good
just
night.
sits down in her bed. And
Well, I figured out the name of the dead kid.
Yeah.
Marnie.
Shit.
It was written on a painting inside Sarah's room. Write that one down.
I'm scribbling.
I said I will not be.
For her when we're dead.
I will not be giving any extra information if questions are asked about things that notes could have been taken on. So just reiterating that one more time. So if anybody else wants to write it down, so you have multiple backups, I would recommend. Would you guys like to head to bed, or is there anything else?
I'll take
Leave.
I'll take first watch. Everyone else gets to sleep.
Asu, do you want to relinquish first the watch to Nico?
I will attempt to sleep, but my mind is troubled.
All right. Well, your mind's able to be troubled and still get a long rest. So, a long rest does not always mean sleep. It means a rest. You could be just relaxing or trying to calm your nerves. Anything during those 8 hours, just long as it isn't too strenuous or anything like that. So. Asu, well, it would be if it's like 4 a.m. Everyone's now just getting to bed. You guys would wake up 8 hours later. That'd be 12. And whatnot. And I can say everybody can get their long rest. Just for the sake of making it ease and not it being like too.
And going through with us having watches, did anyone hear anything over the night?
Give me perceptions for everyone doing a watch.
That would be me.
Be all of us.
Asu.
Me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we all-
we all took shifts.
Munaran, you were semi-awake, but you're also kind of half in, half out. You don't really hear anything during your little shift. Asu, you don't really hear anything. You just kind of hear the sounds of the river or the creek kind of rolling.
Just snuggle my badger.
Then we're gonna have Nico. Nico, you taking the first watch. It seems way too quiet for its own good. But towards the end of the first watch, it kind of lightens up a little bit, and you can start to hear a little bit of crickets and a little bit of frogs. Simon, music. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Simon.
Music man, the music man.
I
He's-
don't keep track of it, man.
he's-
The bot
he's
just
around.
goes and does. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to put, you're able to queue a couple things up. So if you want to
Oh,
just
yeah.
keep it going.
Well,
Anyway,
now it's morning now, right?
it is
Yeah.
morning. Anyway, now, Alistair, would you have taken third, second, fourth?
Probably would have been third.
Third. All right. Well, third. At the start of your watch, it sounded very like a more live sound, but things got really quiet again, and very, very quiet. For a split second there, you remember, seemed to have been somebody that you didn't realize you forgot, but one of the two people from earlier today that were talking about pastries. For a split second there, you remember something about a plum tart, and then you hear as a very light singing comes from very far away. Give me a wisdom save, please. As everything gets really foggy again, kind of snap your head back and you feel this kind of haze over you, but it's the end of your shift and you go to wake up the last person, which would probably be Moonaran.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you write down what you remember for that split second about a plum tart, and then
Yeah, I would. I'm going to.
and thus it becomes morning. And no, it's more like about to be the beginning of the afternoon. Everybody kind of wakes up roughly around the same time. I gotta set this up out here real quick.
Be right back, Nico.
Is there anything anybody's doing during this beginning?
Immediately walking out the door.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't. No breakfast, no nothing. We're schmooving.
Sarah says, could you take Cappy and Beth back to their house? I don't think today's a
Yeah.
good day for playing around. There's a
Yeah.
storm coming. So
Gabby, Beth, let's go.
I was like, do you want me to just take them? You guys can head back to the thing.
Yeah, I don't want to head back there. I got something else I need to do.
Okay.
An idea
Guys, come
popped
on.
in my head.
I gotcha. Kids, come on, let's head back.
You go with Nico, Moonerin.
Raj.
Sticking.
Where do you want me to meet up at? Hey, where do you want me to meet up at?
We can meet up right here.
Copy that.
Give it about half hour, and I'll come back.
Okay. Come on, kids, let's go.
Beth seems to be a little bit off, as if she's missing something. Kind of thousand
Do I
yard
notice the-
stairs. While
Beth?
you guys are walking over the bridge.
As I noticed this, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm telling it to you, so
Yeah,
it's up
fair
to
enough.
you
Alright.
whether or not you want to register that you notice it or not.
Bess, you okay?
Just got this feeling like I'm missing something. I can't put my finger on it. It's awful.
What do you think you're missing?
Feels like I'm missing a good friend.
Hmm.
Like me and somebody got into an argument, but I can't remember who.
This is a child, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop and turn around and kneel down in front of her.
He's about like 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah, so if I kneel down, like, squat down, I'm gonna
About
put
the
my
same
hands
height.
on his shoulders and be
Her shoulder.
put my hand on their shoulder and say, "You're not crazy. You are, and we're gonna find them.
Really reassuring, actually. Thank you.
Just keep this quiet.
Okay.
It's good that you remember the feeling, even if you can't remember them, but we'll find them."
Okay. If I could help, just
You can help by going inside and keeping you and the other one safe.
okay.
Yeah. Don't leave your house for a while, kids. Okay?
They run over towards their house and run inside, and their mom and dad are cooking. You can smell the food of, like, a nice breakfast porridge. Eggs and whatnot.
Nico, my newfound
Alistair.
friend. Oh, go
Alright.
ahead.
Alistair, what you doing over here?
A knock on the door, because this looks like a blacksmith.
It is indeed. The door is actually kind of unlocked, so as you knock on the door, you hear somebody say, "Come in!"
Hey, I have a question for you.
What's up, my man?
Are you or anybody else in town able to make earplugs?
Earplugs?
Any 4 sets of earplugs?
No, I'm sorry, friend. We just really work with metal here.
Is there someone in town that can make them? Or that
What?
might have some?
There's some, people setting up their stalls out there. Maybe one of them got it. As he points over his shoulder towards the little opening past the windows, you can see people setting up stalls.
Thank you.
I closed the door behind me.
Alrighty.
Walk over. What do these stalls look like they have?
Mostly like produce, vegetables, fruits. These people all look like they have, they all look like they do a little bit of venturing out into the woods to try to find like different mushrooms and plants, and there's some like fruit-bearing trees out there and whatnot. If you know where to look, and berries, some good berry bushes. One of them looks like they make dyes and have some cloth here and there in like spools.
Walk up to that one.
That would
Which
be
one is
the
that?
red tent right there.
I walk up to her.
Hi there, sweetie. What's going on?
I see that you have some cloths. Do you know of anyone in town that can make earplugs?
No, I can, but I don't have any raw cotton. Those are kind of what you would need for that to make a good, comfortable earplug.
I just
Or
need something
wool.
usable.
Or wax.
Or wax.
I'm not there, sorry.
No,
Just
they
need
were
something
also
usable.
like,
Do you know of somewhere I can get some of that for you so you can make 4 sets of earplugs for me?
Cotton's an import from the East Continent. It doesn't really take good root in any of this. Wax. I mean, could be some bees out there in the forest. If you're able to get some of their honeycombs, I can melt that down into some wax and infuse some different dyes. Can change the consistency, so it can be sort of a more rigid shape.
All right. I'll be back with that.
So
today.
that it's gonna be hard to hear people if you have them in though. Those things can be really deadening.
Perfect. That's exactly what I need.
Right.
Thank you.
Yep. Good luck. Careful.
Will do.
All right. Then we're gonna go over to Nico, Moonarun, and Asu. What you guys doing? Moonarun, are you with them down at the well, or are you looking around other places?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna call him over.
Just a little bit back though, just so
I,
I can still keep an eye around.
Yeah, I got my head on swivel too.
I'm
Be right
looking
back.
down.
I gotta get something to eat really quick.
Go ahead. Actually, before we can, yeah, you guys can do this, and then we can do a small little break.
Good.
We're getting close to the end time for the night.
I'm looking down this well, and I look over at my new two friends. I'm like, I have a bad idea.
Well, I mean, Cruise Storm's always had bad ideas. So what you got? What you got, big guy?
Gonna lean over the edge, and
Huh?
gonna turn into a crocodile.
What?
How big is a crocodile?
He's small.
1 second. Give me 1
I don't think
second.
it is on this one.
He's real.
What?
All right. Well,
God, it's always a good time with you hackers. I just gotta say.
I just had to import a crocodile real quick. 1 second. I have to see how big this crocodile is. That is as big as a crocodile is.
Yeah, that shit ain't fitting.
That is not a that crocodile's fucking what?
That is not a giant crocodile either. I can bring in a
No, we
giant
looking at,
crocodile
like,
if you
a-
want to see.
I mean, are we thinking like Florida crocodiles, like the ones that you flush down toilets and stuff, like in the myths, or?
Good question.
This
Lexi's from Florida, right? Can you
Holy
ask
shit.
him?
Lexi is from PA, and they
PA going to
A
school.
crocodile is
Yeah.
literally classified as a large beast. Wow.
What the fuck is that?
just to give you
Come back.
size difference. All right, that's a giant. That's a normal. That's a giant. That's a normal.
Alright, well,
So
I'm gonna turn
Turtle?
into a giant frog then, which
Oh,
is a
that's-
medium beast.
okay. let me go get a giant frog.
Actually, oh, that's
What-
an awakened elk. What the fuck is that?
What do you
Do you want a turtle?
thinking, big guy?
No, a turtle.
No.
I want something that can fight back if something tries to eat me down there.
We're
I
not
mean-
doing this again, man.
Oh shit.
This is true.
We've already lost one.
No.
Oh,
Get we. Oh shit.
All right, yeah, I'd allow that. Zoom, sploosh.
What
What
the
is
fuck?
this? Bloop.
I look at Moonrun. Did he just? We just got this one. And we're gonna lose it for 48 hours. God damn it.
And as you go down,
We don't
the
need you to
well-
break another child.
As you go down into the well, the big sploosh, you feel the cold rush of water from the underground, well, spring aquifer, and you feel a current start to carry you, and carry you.
Yep.
And carry you. And carry you. eventually you kind of just turn up in this spot as you start swimming towards the edge, and you find yourself on this sort of little stone shore. And that's where you find yourself as a giant toad.
Yep.
Or giant frog. Everybody else, this it's been like 5, 10, 15 minutes. You don't
Mhm.
hear anything.
I'm starting to walk down that way.
Honestly, around this time, you would be here, probably. Yeah,
You
I'm not
see
gonna do that.
Nico like a flabbergasted like look on his face.
Where's the big guy?
Uh,
I wish we knew.
funny story.
I swear to God, if you tell me he jumped into the well.
Funny story.
Do you know how he can change
Yeah,
shape? Like,
Did he turn into a rabbit and jump into the well?
Turn into a frog.
frog.
Well, at least he can somewhat be in the water then. Fuck. I needed his help.
You know,
Well, here I go.
what?
What?
Oh god. All right,
Whoa, wait,
Alistair.
frogs can hold their breath.
Alistair, you hit the water. You
Uh-oh.
don't feel the ground. You don't feel the ground of this water, and you feel a current, just a strong, strong current. You pop up. You get a good breath of air, and then you feel your head get knocked on some stone.
That's fine.
And then you go and get sucked underneath, and you're just being dragged through. And you take a hit. Can you make a Constitution check for me, real quick,
Oh,
to
my
make sure you don't lose any
goodness.
air?
Are we seriously
Extra
going
saving
in?
throw.
Saving
going
throw.
in?
All right, you you get hit in the side, and you feel a scratch go along your side, and you're like, "Mm," but you keep in the air. And then 5. You know, what's the calculation for holding your breath underwater in D&D? I know there is one. I don't know it.
It's Constitution with a raising DC every fucking like 30 seconds.
I thought it was a minute.
I don't remember.
All right.
Let's go with the
Cool.
minute.
You're doing fine. This has been about a minute. And then the next minute, make another Constitution check for me.
Oh fuck me, Alistar.
Uh-oh.
We don't
All
even know how
right.
deep it goes, bro.
All right. Cool. Another minute goes by. You're still
Right.
okay. Go again.
I should have a bonus to this because I'm a pirate and I've spent a lot of time underwater.
And a smoker.
Listen, there. I
Rarely.
mean, well, listen. The DC isn't as high as it would be for other people right now. Okay, so keep going.
I bit my tongue. Fuck.
All right,
Ow.
you're still all right. All right, you're feeling good, and then you start feeling the thing squeeze and then unsqueeze as you're scraping towards the ceiling, or what you think is the ceiling, and then you feel an opening, and your hands go up into the opening, and then you don't feel anything past going farther down in the current, and then you slap your hands over to the side, and you feel what feels to be a rocky shore. And you're able to pull yourself up, and you
I do
gasp
that.
for air. And you see a giant toad sitting on this rocky shore.
Is that you, Asu?
Brip.
Ribbit.
I needed your help.
Brip.
I need to find some beehives to get beeswax, and I need your help with that because I'm assuming you're good with animals.
The toad just stares at you like, you need me to do what?
All right, it
Wax.
has been about another 10 minutes or so. Nico, Moonarun, What are you gonna do? You just saw Alistair just fucking disappear into the well. You saw his head bob up for a second, then whack his head on some rocks, and then you see him just get carried away. Or you see his head just go underneath like the side of this little opening area down in there.
We're fucking running. We're fucking.
We're
Are you
running?
jumping in?
No. Do we see? I'm wearing fucking heavy armor, bro.
I think Moonrun can fit. I don't think Moonrun can.
Moonrun can fit. It's just gonna
I'm
be
a barge.
scrapey.
I'm just gonna bar. Is there a way under where the water goes through the well? Do we have aquifers? Anything?
Oh, Cappy raises his hand and he's like, I know, it's underneath the bridge.
Underneath the bridge. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Go.
Stay home. And I. Bam.
Where we going?
All right.
That's fine.
You go underneath the bridge. It's on this side. And then you go in. And I think that's where we're gonna kind of leave it off for this session, because yeah.
I'm looking at you like.
Mind you, just so you know, you did have to kind of step in the water, and it is like waist deep. But you can see where like water flows out into this relatively quick moving creek at this point. On this side, you can see rocks and a little bit of rapids.
Yeah.
This side's more calm. But yeah, and that's where we're gonna leave it off for this session. A little bit early. You guys ran through some of my shit, and I'm amazed it took you this short of amount of time. Alrighty. And I think that's it. Thanks all for who came in and watched. And if you guys need to retake notes, remember it's all on the YouTube. And you can see if there's anything extra that you might have missed.